What's up, everybody? Welcome to the greatest one-man show in the history of mankind. This is Dusty Smith Show. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. As always, we have a packed-ass Friday show like we do here. And love the shit out of you guys. Glad to be hanging out with you tonight. I don't know why, but my audio is coming through my speakers instead of through my headphones. But only on my intros like this. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know how to fix it, but it's fine. It's fine for today. I'll fix it in the next goddamn show. We'll work it out. Still getting used to my new setup here. Got a new green screen over there, so I got more room to reach out with. Got even more lightings. I look kind of dark, though. Why the fuck do I look so dark? Is it just me? Or am I fucking dark as shit? What is happening? Brighten me the fuck up, camera. Don't like that. Let's see if I can fix that real quick, because that's going to annoy me. Oh, well, whatever. I'm fine. I'll work it out later. Now I'm brighter all of a sudden. Now I'm darker. Make up your mind, fucking show. Anyway, it's all going to hell already, but that's the fun of the show. And as always, we had 10 cats around us at all the fucking time, so it makes everything exciting and interesting. A little bit dangerous. So, anyway, what have I been doing this week? I've been getting into 3D movies again. You guys remember 3D movies? Like 2012? Man, that was the only reason I went to the movie theater, because the movie theater sucks. I just sit there waiting for the movie to be over so I go to fuck home. But then they had the 3D movies, and I was like, shit, yeah, that's awesome. Looks like you're watching movies through a window. Everything has fucking depth. And then, so they stopped making them. I couldn't go to the movie theater, right? But I got like a projector, and I didn't even know my fucking projector plays 3D movies. And so I've been legally purchasing every 3D movie I get my hands on. I have 160 3D movies now. I have one of the largest 3D connections on the fucking planet. So, been really enjoying that. And my life is simple. Simple, Dusty. It's the simple things in life that makes you happy. And hit the like button, motherfuckers. Please do it. As always, we're going to read all the super chats at halftime. So get your super chats in early and often, because they're the lifeblood of the show. The only reason I'm able to stay in business. Joe LaFar gave me $3. Good way to kick off the show. Thank you. And now, let's jump into it. Going to do a little religious bullshit. And like I said, it's going to be playing through my speakers, and the microphone's going to pick it up. So it's going to sound bad. But hey, pretend like this show doesn't count, because they never fucking do. Because it's time for... Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. Motherfucker! It's time for religious bullshit. What's I playing it again for? Fuck you. Anyway, I'm trying to fix the audio. It ain't goddamn working. I don't know why. Goddamn my life! I try so hard for you guys. I try so hard to make a professional show, and nothing wants to fucking cooperate with Dusty. Goddamn. You know who I blame? Satan. Definitely. The source of all my fucking problems. Satan! Anyway, first off, on tonight's religious bullshit, bug murders are back, folks, doing their thing. Can you imagine being such a homophobe, such a bigot, that you defund your own town's library? Well, if you're a Christian, you don't have to fucking imagine it, because it's reality. It's a biblical issue. Michigan downvotes to defund their own fucking library because they have a few books that have LGBTQ related themes. So yeah, burn the whole place down apparently. Can't have that. A town in Michigan has voted to defund its own library because it was supposedly grooming children for sexual abuse, otherwise known as allowing kids to know that gay people exist and it's okay to be gay. You don't have to be bullied for it. You don't have to commit suicide. You can live a good life and just be whoever the fuck you are. Or, as Christians like to call it, pedophilia. Don't even think about it. Bridge, Michigan reports that voters in Jamestown Township, Michigan, overwhelmingly voted against a measure that would have raised revenue to continue funding the town library. Who needs books? You only really need one book. And supposedly it's a good one, they keep telling me. The voters' revolt against the library began because it features books that contain LGBTQ-related themes, which local residents say is akin to indoctrinating the children. Can you guys hear me? I can't hear a fucking word I'm saying for some reason. How's the audio on this goddamn thing? I don't know why. I have all this shit on, I think. There we go. That's better. That's fucking better. Get all that shit worked out. Now I can hear myself. Already popping buttons on my shirt. Hey, folks, I've lost 10 pounds. I haven't had any alcohol in like a fucking month and a half, and I lost 10 pounds, and now I can button the bottom of my shirt again, so everything's going great for my life. Anyway, Amanda Ensing, an organizer for the Jamestown Conservative Group, told Bridge, Michigan that she was proud to defund her own town library. They're trying to groom our children to believe that it's okay to have these sinful desires. Oh no, don't feel the way you're naturally created to feel. She said a town librarian, it's not a political issue, it's a biblical issue. If only there were some kind of documents that said we had to separate church and state so they couldn't do that. Oh well, good thing that doesn't exist. Isn't that right, patriots? I wasn't expecting anything like this, said Larry Walton, library board president. The library is the center of the community. Not anymore. For individuals to be short-sighted, to close that down over opposing LGBT is very disappointing. So apparently they had like 65,000 books, and only 100 of them had any kind of LGBTQ themes. But that's enough. That's enough to get rid of your own library. And I'm just saying, like, what do we need books for, really? Have books really done anything for our society? Huh? Who reads anymore? Just watch TikTok, motherfuckers. And then next up on the religious bullshit, gotta call them out, gotta keep calling them out, folks. These are the same people that continuously tell us indoctrination of children is bad, it's wrong. But of course, they don't actually give a shit about any of that. They've been indoctrinating children since the beginning of time. And they ramped it up the last couple thousand years. I myself know a little bit about this. I was indoctrinated into Christianity, into a cult, from the moment I was fucking born. So when they say don't indoctrinate children, what they mean is don't tell our children about the lies we're telling them, right? Don't tell them that Santa Claus is not real. Don't tell them that Jesus is not real. Everybody shut up. Let us lie to our kids. Anyway, here's an annoying child street preacher, clearly just repeating whatever the fuck he's heard his dad say. And spoiler alert, his dad's a piece of shit.
Jesus Christ died so you people can be free from your sin. But what do you do instead of getting saved? All the women try to dress like whores and prostitutes, including you, going into this church.
Shane.
It's the
King James Bible. What do you read?
What kind do you read?
Well, then
The NIV? What kind do you read? The
NIV,
Sissy
that's what I'm
version?
about
That's right. You reading the sissy version of the Bible? There's only one real version of the Bible, okay? And that's, I don't know, King James Version. Whatever he said, folks. It's just so dorky. It's like arguing over which one of the multiverse worlds from DC is the best one. I bet you think the best world is 4 Earth 8. That fucking pussy sissy soy boy world. Everybody knows the best world is 9 Earth 15. The Thunder World. These are words that all make sense to DC nerds. But anyway, let's him keep going.
What kind of Bible do you read? What kind of Bible do you people read? The NIV Sissy version?
That's not the
What
one I
do you
read.
people read?
That's why she's dressed like a prostitute.
The King James version, where it tells you you're okay to live in your sin. God
James,
said
love
that He hates all workers of iniquity. God said that He's angry with the wicked every day.
Well, that's a good thing. You're not angry, kid. Definitely child abuse. Where you at, CPS? Need to put that kid into a gay home. Groom him to be a good person. And then, religious bullshit. I've been pointing out this church whose entire spiel seems to be, let's kill gay people. And as always, they're making bank off the worthless subhumans in our society who reward shit like this. And now he wants men to stand up against the women's. You fucking women's. Why are you even out of the house? You should be covered from head to toe in a burqa. Let's listen to this supreme winner, Jonathan Shelley. Tell us all about it.
Why are we letting women teach us? Why are we letting women lead us? You know, the Republic.
Constitution says everybody has freedom of speech and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do in a free society.
The Republican Party seems doomed to me because while we're kicking on the Democrats, let's kick on the Republicans for a minute.
Do that.
Most of the recent candidates are women.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking like, okay, Joe Biden bad. A woman politician replacing him, not better. You know, you kind of, like, people are thinking like, I hope Joe Biden dies, and it's like, Kamala. You don't even know what the next Pharaoh's like.
Hilarious.
This Pharaoh could be worse. But I'm telling you something, I would never vote for a woman politician. I will not support a woman politician. Oh, Taylor Greene or whatever. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a conservative. She's on InfoWars. She's a woman. She's not going to fix this country. You know, it's like this, I think in Arizona, it's like Carrie Lake or something like that is running for governor. And she's like, she's going to stand strong. And it's like, no. She's a woman. I don't care that she has a short haircut. You know, and it's sick how many men today let women just run our country because they're too cowardly to stand up to silly women.
Preach it.
Men are too afraid to stand up to AOC.
We're pussies.
Men are too afraid to stand up to Hillary Clinton. Men are too afraid to stand up to Nasty Pelosi. But I'm telling you, what? We need men to stand up and say, get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
That's right. What we need some alpha males like myself to tell women, you get in that kitchen, missy, and you make me a sandwich. Okay? You better do it post-haste. And then while you're doing that, I'm going to go hang out with my buddies in the basement. Don't come down! The door's locked! So I actually looked up his wife, and I was going to make fun of her as a doormat, but that seems mean, so I won't do it. But she's exactly as you would imagine. And then there's this genetic winner. Christian hate preacher Dylan Alls also giving the same speech. They're all on the same page here at Steadfast. I guess they all get the same playbook. They're like, hey, what kind of piece of shit stuff should we talk about this week? Gays again? No, we've been doing gays for like a year. Trans people? Well, maybe at the end do trans people. Women? Fuck yeah! Fuck the women! They'll sit in our audience and they'll bob their fucking head like we're telling the truth and they'll cheer us on. Let's do the women.
And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. It is a complete shame for a congregation to allow a woman to preach them the word of God. What's that big church in South Lake? It's Gateway. Gateway's, it's like one of the biggest churches literally in the world. It's huge. And a few months ago, you know who they allowed to preach to them?
Who?
They allowed Joyce Meyer to come to South Lake, Texas,
Outrageous.
and to preach them a sermon.
A woman?
Talk about having no respect for yourself.
No.
Talking about being a complete shame. Talking about being a complete shame to the Word of God.
I know, right?
It's blasphemous to God's Word. You might as well just be spitting in the face of God when the Bible's so clear that they're not permitted to teach, they're not permitted to speak,
He's right about
and you're
that.
going to sit
He does say
there
that.
as thousands of people in the congregation and allow a woman to preach you the Word of God? You
would
don't
not.
love God. You don't love the
don't.
Bible.
That's true.
That's
No.
wicked. That's pathetic. You have no respect for yourself. Every single person in that church should have walked out and left. Look, I believe with
Projection.
1,000,000% of my being that this will never
mathematically
happen
impossible.
at Steadfast Baptist Church, okay?
I'm sure it won't.
It will never happen. But if it did, I'm walking out that door immediately.
Good.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying, in some weird alternate reality where it did, you should walk out of a church if a woman's preaching. You should not show respect to that.
I'm gonna walk out
You
regardless.
should not pretend like it's okay. That ever happened? You're a guest visiting a church somewhere in America, and they're saying, Sister so-and-so is preaching a sermon, leave.
Once again, another one of these superior alpha males. Look at how alpha this guy is. He'd whoop all your asses. You better believe me, just look at him. I know he looks like a 10-year-old boy, but he badass, yo. You missies better get to stepping. You do not tell him what to do. He'll lay down the law on you fuckos. And then they're like, hey, all right, let's get it on the trans people now. We shit on women. Let's go ahead and say the same thing we always do about trans people. Let's call for their deaths, you know, because we're the religion of love and peace. The all-powerful God wants you to murder and kill people that are different than you. It just makes sense. This is another one of these insanely masculine alpha males. Christian hate preacher Matt Powell trying to tell you what he thinks we should do with trans people.
But they're saying we'll convert your children. Do you know how they convert children? By molesting them.
Oh, you're talking about the Catholic Church right now? You're talking about the Boy Scouts, right? You're talking about Drag Queen Story Hour? You got any, like, evidence that anybody has ever been molested by going to Drag Queen Story? You don't have any evidence of that? Oh, okay. Keep talking, please.
By abusing them. That's how they convert children. That's how people even become homosexual, is by getting molested by one of these creeps.
You're literally talking about religion. You're talking about religion. These stupid ass parents continuously give you guys access to their children and you keep fucking them. That's religion, dude.
And let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Why would you celebrate a group of people that leads the world in pedophilia? Do you know what Jesus
I don't celebrate priests or religion in any way, so I don't do that.
preached about child molesters, people that would go around flaunting their bodies and doing perversion in front of children, that they should be dealt with by the government.
Yeah, he also said that adulterers should be put to death. Trump, you want to kill Trump, right? You're not a hypocrite. You believe the Bible completely? No, you don't? Oh, you pick and choose? Oh, how convenient for you.
Capital punishment. I believe that all of these drag queens, right, should be lined up, every single one of them that has flaunted their body in a sexual manner in front of children. I believe that they should all be lined up, and by the power of the United States Constitution and the authority of God's word, should be dealt with via firing squad. The only reason they adopt children is probably to molest them, according to statistics.
Dave Rubin, where you
So
at?
why is the church today affirming them? We
Wait a minute,
affirm it.
According to statistics, was there some kind of study done that showed that gay people molest the majority of the children they adopt? I didn't see that one.
What, you're affirming AIDS, affirming pedophilia? What kind of nonsense is that? If you're homosexual, you can't multiply. The only way you can multiply is by molesting children.
Okay, first off, I don't think children can have, I guess they can. I guess children are having their periods and maturing much faster. But generally, kids can't have babies. But you know who can? Gay people! Gay people have lots and lots and lots of babies. Do you know that if you're a gay man, it's still possible to have sex with a woman and get her pregnant? Amazing how that works. Happens all the time.
And creating, like zombies, creating more child molesters. Dear Lord, I pray that America would wake up.
Okay, the Bible specifically said you're not supposed to pray out loud. It says you're not supposed to pray in public. So, amazing how you just pick and choose whatever you want to suit your needs.
To the perversion that is going on, and that parents would not send their kids to
Lord.
Drag Queen Story Hour to be around a bunch of pedophiles. Lord, I pray you'd strike those pedophiles dead, every single one of these drag queens dead, Lord. I pray that you would wipe them out and that you would eradicate them through your power. And Lord, we know that you will someday, if not now. I'm sorry.
Baby crying in the background. Great thing to be teaching kids. Yeah, Lord, I know it's part of your infinitely wise plan, and you'll do it someday. Not today, but someday. You're gonna kill all the drag queens. What's he waiting on? And why would he need you to ask him to do it if he's all powerful? I'm just saying the math ain't mathing. And then here's another one of these assholes. And folks, he got it all figured out. I know you was wondering what's causing the monkeypox. Well, I'm going to tell you what's causing the monkeypox. First off, let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Monkeypox first. A bunch of squiggly lines, I guess. These squiggly lines are the monkeypox. They don't look like no monkeys to me, but whatever. And then right up, sins of Sodom. Hell yeah. Remember all those people that butt fucked in Sodom and Gomorrah, and then God had to murder them all? Monkeypox. That's what led to it. And then sex. Dirty sex. This guy would never have sex. Just look at him. He's got so many offers for the sex, but he ain't having it because he don't want to be like Sodom. And then UFOs, because of course, we only fuck because of the UFOs, and then that led to Sodom, and then the monkeypox. And over here, there's protected privilege from the liberals and Fauci, and then who in science, which also is from aliens. So thank you, Kat. Thank you for knocking my light down. Appreciate it. I can't fix that. I'm even darker now. God damn it. That's the fun of the show. Fun of 10 cats on the show. Hang on. I'm going to fix it. 1 second, please. 1 second. I'm going to play another clip real quick while I fix this lighting. So, I don't have any more clips to play for you guys. Okay, fuck. Hang on just 1 second. It's not as exciting when there's 10 cats running around fucking everything up. That's what I need. More excitement on the show. More excitement for the Dusty Show. All right, cool. I did it. Now they're going to knock it right back the fuck over because cats are assholes. But for the moment, boom, there I am. Woo-hoo! All right. And one more on the religious bullshit for tonight. You know who is really demonized? You know who is really worried about their safety and people fucking with them? Christian furries. I know what you might think. You might think, hey, it's probably the Christians who are going to make fun of you and fuck with your life if you're a furry, because Christians are a piece of shit who just like anything that's different and new, they don't like to evolve with society, so they probably hate you because you're a furry. They think you use the litter box and shit, but no! The furries aren't actually worried about the Christians. The Christian furries are worried about the other furries, because they're like, these furries are totally going to be discriminatory against us for being Christians. Why aren't the other furries accepting of our bigotry and hatred? I guess because they claim a lot of the furries are gay, get out, and so they're like, hey, just because we hate your gay lifestyle, we're worried they're going to out us as furries, so we can't even be comfortable as a furry. Well, I don't know. That's your fucking problem, too. You should quit the fucking church. Maybe give in to your sexual desires, because you already kind of have, because we all know furries about fucking mostly humping and fucking and shit. Not there's anything wrong with that. Love you, furries. Do what you got to do. You ain't hurting nobody. Don't seem like it. If that's your fun, do it. It's not the furry part that's bad. It's the Christian part that's bad. You stupid sons of fucks. So anyway, that's about religious bullshit for you guys tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's see what the pores have to say. What's up, you dirty, sexy pores? How you doing tonight? Let me move this over here so you guys can actually see the text better. There it is. My brain hurts now. My brain always hurts. Good to see you, Victoria. How you doing tonight? Hey, furries are cool. Not always a sex thing. Okay. 1% of the time, not a sex thing. Furries are cool. I got no problem with furries. Yiffin', all good to me. But, like, it's highly fucking sexual. That's all I know. I've seen that shit. I've been in VR chat. It's sexual as shit. Love you, Dusty. Love you, Sugar Store. How you doing tonight? Why are your clothes still on? Shh, I know, right? If you're talking to me, I'm, like, naked from the waist down. Got my dick hanging out and everything. So, it's real cool. Looks fine. Keep going. All right, cool. I'm keeping going. I got it going. Dusty rolling with the punches. Woohoo! All right. Super chats, motherfuckers. Do the thing. Support the show. Help me out. And now, gonna do a little heroes. Prepare yourself for the sexiest man to ever live. Bowie Idol.
We could be heroes just for one day.
Nailed it! And first up on the hero section, this motherfucker. I call him the Day Tripper. Now, I sometimes like to watch these videos and sometimes imagine and invent background stories for the people inside of them. And this dude, I know, sat around and he's been daydreaming for years. He's like, I want to be a superhero. What's my superpower going to be? How about I trip criminals? I trip them. Yes, I'll call myself the Day Tripper. So he's sitting around daydreaming. What's the best way to trip a criminal? And he's thinking, do it like this. No, that won't work good. Do it like that. Hey, that's perfect. Then I imagine the guy went out to the park and he's practicing by fake tripping the air. You know, just doing shadow tripping all day long. And he perfected his fucking craft. And then he's just standing out on the street just waiting for his fucking opportunity. He just knows any goddamn day, I'm going to shine as the Day Tripper. And your day has come, Day Tripper. Let's have a look at this hero stop a criminal with his superpower. So let me start over just so we can bask in the glory of this, because it starts off real quick. So here's Day Tripper. Guy comes running in. Trip! Look at that expertly done trip! But the Day Tripper ain't done. The Day Tripper, he don't rest on the fucking job. Sometimes multiple trips are needed to subdue the bad guys. The dude gets up, but oh now, Day Tripper on the fucking job! He got it, yo! He got it. And the cops come around, and the Day Tripper like, nope, Nope, I'm good. I did my job, yo. Another bad guy brought down by the fucking day tripper. And hero status right there, motherfucker. Not the hero we deserve, but the hero we got. And then, on the heroes list, I can't believe it. I can't fucking stand Tiger Woods, but I gotta put Tiger Woods on the heroes list today, because he turned down like $700 to $800 million and refused to play in the Traitor Golf League run by the terrorist organization, the Saudi government. So cool. Good on you for not being a part of that, Tiger Woods. I guess Tiger Woods already like a billionaire, and he's like, hell no, I ain't getting involved in that bullshit. You guys can go work for terrorists if you want to, you sons of fucks, but I ain't doing it. So good on you. Good on you, Tiger Woods. Like your name. And then, on the heroes list, apparently we killed another terrorist? I don't know. Let's let Joe Biden explain it to us.
Make it clear again tonight that no matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, the United States will find you and take you out. After relentlessly seeking Zawahiri for years under Presidents Bush, Obama, and Trump, our intelligence community located Zawahiri earlier this year. He had moved to downtown Kabul to reunite with members of his immediate family.
Well, fuck them.
After carefully considering the clear and convincing evidence of his location,
We murdered his ass.
I authorized a precision strike that would remove him from the battlefield once and for all. This mission was carefully planned, rigorously minimized the risk of harm to other civilians. And 1 week ago, after being advised that the conditions were optimal, I gave the final approval to go get him. And the mission was a success. None of his family members were hurt, and there were no civilian casualties.
Mission accomplished, motherfuckers. Now, I don't know anything about Ayman al-Zawahiri, but they say he's a bad dude, and I believe him. Never met the dude, but I guess it's pretty good that he fucking worm food now. And I played this clip because this is going to come into play later on in the Beyond Parody section. So remember this, file this array in your brain matter, because it's going to be on the test. And then apparently, jobs are good. They always are under the Democrats. We always lose jobs. The economy loses steam under Republicans. Always picks up when Democrats get in office. They always have to come in and fix the shit that the goddamn conservatives broke. And apparently, we doubled the jobs number this month for what they were expecting. Pretty good. Let's hear Mr. Biden tell us all about it. Cool aviator shades.
Today, we received another outstanding jobs report.
Cool.
528,000 jobs were added just last month to this country's employment.
Damn.
528,000 jobs.
Nice.
We have now nearly doubled what we're almost at 10 million jobs.
Cool.
Almost at 10 million jobs since I took office.
Good job.
That's the fastest job growth in history. Today, we also matched the lowest unemployment rate in America in the last 50 years.
Sweet.
3.5%. Yes,
Yikes.
3.5%.
Low.
Today, there are more people working in America than before the pandemic began. In fact, there are more people working in America than any point in American history.
So, by conservatives' own logic, Joe Biden has to be the greatest president for black people in history, because their whole case that they made for Donald Trump was, hey, under Donald Trump, unemployment for black people is as low as it's ever been, which means he is the most effective and best president for black people ever. Well, now, the unemployment rate for black people is even lower. So by your logic, Joe Biden, the greatest president for black people ever, right? Right? No? Does it count now for some reason? Oh, okay. Wow, that seems hypocritical. So anyway, this will also come into play later. So good on you, Joe Biden. Go America. It's a good news because now employees have more bargaining power. We're highly sought by all these rich motherfuckers running companies. So ask for a raise. That's what I would do if I were you guys. Do that. And one more. Big shout out to Hero Representative Bartlett of Indiana. He giving conservatives the business who want to outlaw not only abortion, but also contraception for women and stuff. And he like, all right,
we gonna take your Viagra from you. No more dick pills, fuckos. It's the will of God.
We're forcing young girls to be mothers, but not forcing the men to be fathers. This bill makes it illegal to prescribe, distribute, supply erectile dysfunction drugs or sexual impotency drugs. If, in fact, an unwanted pregnancy is an act of God, then impotency must be an act of God.
Yep.
I think that there should be some onus put on the men for these pregnancies.
Agreed.
And I urge you to vote for this amendment.
I will measure my comments just because I don't want to get in trouble. So at this time, we'll just leave it at that. Please oppose this amendment.
Further discussion on the amendment.
Some may think this is a joke, but it takes two people for a pregnancy to come about. And to put all the onus onto a woman, I just think it's unfair.
Agreed. But Republicans are trying to pass a bill to end child support. That was another story I was going to cover the last show that I missed. So they want to put the onus 100% on women. No responsibility for men at all on any of this. So, yep. As always, conservatives hate women. That's kind of their whole spiel. But keep voting for them, idiot conservative ladies. I'm sure you'll get your win someday. And that is my, what the fuck was that? Hero section. It was the heroes from Bowie Idol. All right, let's check with the dirty, sexy Force. How to say, how you guys doing tonight? She loves erection. She does. She's like, my husband can only get erect if he's taking Viagra. I'll never have sex again. Do not take my dick from me, yo. And put some of the onus on the huevos rancheros. Yep, agreed. Keep the sperm in your ball sack, motherfucker, if you don't want to take no responsibility. They tell the ladies to keep their legs closed. They ain't the only ones got to open some legs. If the man is forced to pay support or no one is forced to birth support a child, all or nothing, put up or shut up, conservatives. And, all right, see how the super chats are doing. More super chats, please. Gonna read them all in just a second. More like yourself forever, ever in the super chats. And now, folks, gotta do a little something I like to call, and I already knew what it was before I looked. It's it's the Trash World. And I got the new Trash World theme up, but I gotta sing it because I haven't added the lyrics to it yet. So let's see how well I do this live. Also, it's gonna be terrible because the audio is not gonna be playing through the fucking goddamn bullshit. Anyway, do I have it up? I don't have it up. Where did it go? I didn't load it up. All right, fuck my life. Fuck my goddamn, everything is going bad. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just do it the old school style. We're gonna go to the downloads. I'm gonna pull this over here so you guys can't see all the porn I've been downloading because it's embarrassing. Mostly, of course, Asian grandma porn. So don't judge me. Anyway, here we go. Yeah. Why would you not open up VLC by default, motherfucker? I use that for, hey, it's playing through the headphones. I guess because it's media. Anyway, gonna do Trash World. Here we go. Trash World! Trash World! Dumpster fire! Hellish! Trash World! Trash World! Everything sucks all of the time. Trash World! Nailed it! First time we ever did that. Thanks, Nick. My buddy Nick and his roommates made me that. So, good looking out to you, Nick. And I'll give the shout out to the guy that did the song earlier for me. I'll do it the next show. I'll get it all set up. I'll get it taken care of. I've only been on this job for 3 years, folks. I'll get it worked out eventually. And first up, on the Nuts Trash World, Elon Musk. And it shall be Elon. He shall be Elon. Elon, the genius, who's the richest man in the world. Once again, shitting on his customer base, which, smart. He's playing 4D chess, motherfuckers. Yeah, it's almost entirely the left that buys his electric vehicles. The right think there's pussy in soy boy. They don't buy them. But let's keep shitting on the left, Elon. Let's see how that works out for you. Elon says, I strongly supported Obama for president. But today's Democratic Party has been hijacked by extremists. Isn't that right? Isn't it the left who are the extreme ones? I mean, yeah, we're literally being run right now by Obama's vice president, has an incredibly similar platform, doing everything exactly like Obama did it. And yeah, Trump tried to overthrow the government, saw himself as a dictator, started a cult of QAnonist people who believe JFK is coming back from the dead to rule us all. But it's the left who is the extremist. And Don Moynihan pointed out, Obama's party is led by Obama's vice president, and the other party is led by the guy who tried to orchestrate a coup. But sure, it's the Democrats who are extremists. But of course, Elon doesn't actually believe what he says. He's just pandering to the conservative shitheads who lick his balls all day on Twitter. And it appears that he wants praise and ball licking more than he wants more money. I guess he got plenty of money. And wish granted, definitely not going to buy your fucking shitty ass Teslas, motherfucker. But also, I almost felt bad for Elon this week. Imagine having a daddy who was tough as shit on you, taught you how to be a businessman, gave you a bunch of fucking monies to get started and shit, and you go out and you fuck over everybody you possibly can, and you con the government into giving you $4 billion so you can become a welfare queen who's the largest wealth hoarder in the world. You become the richest man in the world just to make your daddy proud. And then your daddy goes nationwide and he's like, I'm not even proud of my son, the richest man in the world. He fat. Well, that's what happened. Elon Musk's daddy went public and said, I ain't proud of that motherfucker. He doesn't seem very happy. I'm proud of my other son, who is also a billionaire. So meritocracy, folks, doesn't have anything to do with having millions of dollars to start off with. It's all meritocracy. Anyway, during the strange interview Monday with Australian radio, the Cal and Jackie O show, 76-year-old Elon Musk was asked if he was proud of Elon's accomplishment. Errol replied, no. You know, we are a family that have been doing a lot of things for a long time. It's not as if we suddenly started doing something. What the fuck does that mean? I guess he meant, hey, we've been rich shitheads forever. Our entire family's a bunch of fucking rich shitheads. We're not impressed by one more fucking rich shithead. But, I mean, that's your sign, dude. Poor Elon. Teardrop emoji a little bit, but not really. Fuck you, Elon. Maybe don't try so hard to make your daddy proud. And then, on the trash world, folks, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but the world is doomed, apparently. Scientists have been telling us forever that we're approaching the no return point on global warming where we're all going to boil like lobsters. So this guy, climate scientist, chained himself to a bank in order to make his case and try to get attention, and he seems quite upset. I guess he studied what the information is, and not looking good for us.
This NASA scientist was arrested for locking himself to a Chase bank.
And we've been trying to warn you guys for so many decades that we're heading towards a f***ing catastrophe. And we've been being ignored. The scientists in the world have been being ignored. And it's gotta stop. We're gonna lose everything.
About 20 minutes from now, they will start to commence around.
Standing up for the planet is far, far too important to leave now.
Peter Kalmus works exclusively on climate science with a team at NASA. He
this
joined a
hero
coalition of more than 1,000 scientists called the Scientists' Rebellion, who organized dozens of actions worldwide.
I've been trying other ways to get through to the public for 16 years and none of them worked. I think it's worth the risk to our careers to try to wake up the public to what's happening on our planet.
We're not lying.
So apparently we got 6 years left, folks. 6 years before it's irreversible. So hopefully we do something, but we won't. Don't look up, people. Don't worry about it. Just turn your air conditioners up. It'll be fine. Keep electing conservatives. What could go wrong? We'll all be dead. Fuck your children. Am I right? Never liked kids anyway. And that is tonight's, no, that's not tonight's Trash World. We still have more Trash World. I'm trying to end it early. Stupid Dusty. There's all kinds of trash that's still going. Did you guys hear about this one? Ex-rugby star dies in Italy after suffering a heart attack while brutally beating up girlfriend in coke-fueled attack. Well, there's your problem. Might not want to do that, apparently. Getting all angry and beating up women while you're on coke. Bad for your ticker. So, yeah, this guy dropped dead. They found him dead in the bathroom after he beat up his girlfriend. He a little chubbier. You gained a little weight, dude. I can't talk. You gained a little weight since your footballing days. Anyway, dead as fuck. Instant karma. And good? Yeah, good. Definitely good. Fuck you. And then, god damn it, Britney Griner.
The fallout
found
over
guilty
the Britney
in Russia.
The judge
sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison for marijuana. Holy shit. Now, obviously, she is a political prisoner. Russia's just doing this because they're fucking evil and they want to trade her for that arms guy who was played by Nicolas Cage in the movie. You know, the war criminal. Because they're not very good people over there. Maybe the Russian people are good, some of them. But the government, definitely fucking goddamn evil. What a trash world. Free Britney! Immediately. And, of course, Donald Trump goes out there and shits on a Britney instead of the Russian government. Of course, President Trump goes out there and says Britney is a potentially spoiled person who went to Russia loaded up with drugs. She had like a vape pen with some cannabis oil in it. And right-wingers are now celebrating the verdict on social media instead with the Russian state. That's how fucking far the Conservative Party has fallen. We're going to cover it in the next section. Dick Cheney, Darth Vader himself, coming out against the Republican Party now. That's how crazy it has gotten. I've been following politics since I was 12. When I was 12, I was reading Rush Limbaugh books because they're written for 12-year-olds. And been heavily involved in politics my entire life. So if you guys are old as fuck like me, you might not know how crazy, how incredibly things have changed recently. But conservatives used to hate Russia. They used to support teachers, but now they used to hate like terrorists, like Saudi Arabia. Now they're all in. They love Saudi Arabia. They love terrorists. They love the guys who murder our journalists. They love Russia more than the United States. They hate teachers now. It's just insane to see how the fuck they've changed. And a lot of it is because of the cult they've allowed themselves to get involved in with Trump. But just trash fucking humans. Imagine thinking 9 years for a girl who had a vape pen when it's legal in what, half the states in this country is just, but they're just evil fucking people who revel in the misery of others because they're so miserable themselves. And that's my trash world. And it lived up to the hype. Next up, we're going to do an Alex Jones section, but let me read what the poors have to say about all the trash world bullshit. Vape pen get you 9 years, what the fuck? In Russia, I mean, they only did that, like I said, she's a political prisoner. They just locked her up so we'd have to trade for her. Don't go to Russia, anybody. I wonder if my brother's going to go over to Russia anytime soon with his wife. My brother loves him some Putin. Go, John. Do it. Go to Russia. See how that works out for you. Fucking dummy. How can Rush Limbaugh write a book? He can't even read. Well, he can't anymore because he's dead as shit. But like when I was a kid, somebody wrote a book under Rush Limbaugh's name and I read it. I know that much. Just listen to Rush Limbaugh every day on the radio. I was conservative and Christian as fuck, 12 years old, and I was annoying as shit. Little 12-year-old asshole. You were so wrong. I know, right? But what am I wrong about? You have to be more specific. It's very unhelpful to just say you're wrong without giving details about what you're talking about. Because how's anybody going to improve? It's possible I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, once. But unless you give me specifics on why I'm wrong, there's no way I can grow and improve as a person. So bad on you, critic. Power to the people. I agree, Tammy. Rush used to be right. He did? When did Rush used to be right? You mean he said he was right? He was never fucking right. He was always a dirty dipshit. But anyway. All right, cool. Now we're going to move on to a little Alex Jones news. I forgot to write an intro for Alex Jones, so let me just do it off the top of my head. The frogs are gay! All right, this is my Alex Jones segment. So I don't know if you guys have been watching the Alex Jones trial, but I wish I had time to do way more chef kisses for how amazing this shit has turned out. Holy shit, these clips. All-time classic. So first off, you got the judge talking to Alex Jones like the man baby he is. He's a mental child, and he's used to people sucking his dick. He's used to running his own show and be able to say whatever the fuck he wants to do, cut people's mics off, scream and yell and hoot and holler. But this judge ain't having it. Let's have a look at her slapping him down.
None of those were responsive to questions. They were just you abusing my tolerance and making asides to the jury improperly, and in at least 2 cases, untruthfully. Do you understand what I have said? Yes or no? Do you understand what I have said?
Yes, I believe what I said was true. So I don't...
Yes, you believe everything you say is true, but it isn't. Your beliefs do not make something true. That is what we're doing here. Just because you claim to think something is true does not make it true. It does not protect you. It is not allowed. You are under oath. That means things must actually be true when you say them. Don't talk. You understand what I have said.
I do understand.
You understand the instructions I have given you for your testimony in court.
Yes.
None of those were responsible.
Love her, man! Holy shit. That's exactly how this fucking idiot should be talked to. And of course, he doesn't actually believe any of the things he says are true. He just claims he believes they are true because he's a fucking shameless, grifting con man. So no, just because you claim you think something's true doesn't make it true. Doesn't even mean you think it's true. We know better. And also, the super genius going on his show, playing videos, calling the judge a pedophile, and having images of her on fire, which is real smart. Because if there's one thing I know about our judicial system, it's that you want to piss the judge off as much as you possibly can. Here he is first lying about it.
You're taking these court proceedings seriously. You're approaching them in good faith. But the truth of the matter is, you've been broadcasting repeatedly a picture of our judge on fire, haven't you?
Objection compound, Your Honor.
No.
No! No, I have not been doing that. Absolutely. Oh, here it is.
The person on the left of this image is our judge, correct?
Yes.
The person on the right is another judge you don't like, right?
Yes.
Okay. One of the things, you can take that down. One of the things you've been talking about a lot recently on your show, even within the past couple months, is your allegation that government officials are aiding in pedophilia, child trafficking, and the grooming of children, right?
Well, you mean like what Jeffrey Epstein did with the Clintons?
Sure, if that's a yes. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And on Thursday, you and InfoWars started connecting those allegations to our judge, didn't you?
No.
In fact, Mr. Jones, you're telling the world not to believe what happens in this courtroom because the judge worked with Child Protective Services, who you say is involved with pedophilia and child trafficking, correct?
Not all of it, but it's the Texas Youth Commission got caught doing it, and there's been a lot of that here.
I'm not asking you that, Mr. Jones. I'm asking you, you're telling the world not to believe what's happened in this trial because this judge is involved with CPS, who is working with child traffickers and pedophilia, correct?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, we would like to show a clip from Mr. Jones' show on Thursday where those words are said.
Judge Maya Gamble comes from CPS, who has been exposed for human trafficking and working with pedophiles.
That's what you mean when you say you're taking this seriously?
I take this as serious as cancer. And I mean, I don't know, you show somebody else's clip that they're always a few seconds long. Why don't you play the whole thing? If you're only wanting to go off 5 seconds, I believe the thing is, the judge is the fire burning Lady Liberty. It's not the judge. The judge is consuming freedom.
Yeah, it's not the judge on fire. The judge is the symbol of Lady Liberty. Yep. Can't backpedal out of this, dumbass. Why would you do that when you're on trial? Well, I guess I know why. I guess Alex Jones is so rich, he knows the rules don't actually apply to him. And unfortunately, they sort of don't. We'll see. And then, I know you guys must have heard about this. So Alex Jones has gone through 13 lawyers so far. And this last one, I think, wanted out of the case too, but the judge made him stay. So he doesn't have the best lawyers. He's worth almost $300 million. You think he could find someone to represent him better. But clearly, I don't know if they don't want to represent him. I don't know if they did this on purpose. But they accidentally sent a copy of Alex Jones' phone with all his text messages for the last 2 years to the defense. Or I guess he's the defense. It's not a prosecutor. To the other side, because it's a civil case. And so they have all the evidence that he's committed perjury, which he's about to do right now. He's about to claim that he did a text search for all these Sandy Hook texts, and he couldn't find any, so he didn't turn any over. Which is obviously a lie, because he turned his phone over to his own lawyers, and the texts were all there. So now he's going to be called out on it on the stand. And got to pretend like, what? You guys are trying to pull a trick. But you can tell he's fucking shocked. And his face is amazingly red. This is fucking beautiful. Let's have a look.
Mr. Jones, you know how an iPhone works, right? You've had iPhone text messages for several years now.
Yeah.
What does it mean if the messages are in blue? Whose messages are those? Whose phone is this taken from?
I don't know whose phone's taken from. I mean, I turned the phone over and said, take the stuff off.
Can I have you look in the very bottom below the very bottom left corner? Is that your phone number?
Yes. So you did get my text messages. And it said you didn't. Nice trick.
Yes, Mr. Jones. Oh. Indeed. You didn't give this text message to me. You don't know where this came from. Do you know where I got this?
No.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone with every text message you've sent for the past 2 years, and when informed, did not take any steps to identify it as privileged or protect it in any way. And as of 2 days ago, it fell free and clear into my possession. And that is how I know you lied to me when you said you didn't have text messages about Sandy Hook. Did you know that?
I told you the truth. This is your Perry Mason moment. I gave them my phone, and then...
Mr. Jones, you need to answer the question.
No,
Did you know this happened?
No, I didn't know this happened. But I mean, I told you I gave them the phone over. Just
and you said in your deposition, you searched your phone. You said you pulled down the text, did the search function for Sandy Hook. That's what you said, Mr. Jones, correct?
And I had several different phones with this number, but I did, yeah.
If you had several different phones with that number, then how did you give the specific information to your lawyers? You had this information, you know you did. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't have been able to give it to them. Doesn't make any sense, Alex Jones.
Well, of course, I mean, that's why you got it.
No, Mr. Jones, that's not what happened.
My lawyer sent it to you, but I'm hiding it. Okay.
Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones,
please just answer.
They admitted they accidentally sent it, Alex. Yes, you were hiding it. Yes. You committed perjury multiple times. We'll see if there's any consequences for his action, but let's hope it is. And we found another juicy tidbit from this trial. Apparently, part of these texts that they received were intimate, which I'm guessing means friendly and familiar, not sexual, but who knows. Texts between him and criminal Roger Stone, which is of significant interest to the January 6th committee. Let's play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
There's all of the stuff in there. He cannot now come into court and claim 2.3 gigabytes of phone material, blanket designation of confidentiality. The protective order prohibits that. You must identify specifically the documents that are. And things like Mr. Jones and his intimate messages with Roger Stone, are not confidential. They are not trade secrets. None of them. There's been no protection ever asserted over these documents. And frankly, there's all of the stuff
So
in there.
yeah, him and his intimate text with Roger Stone. And folks, the crazy part is me and Alex Jones are only 6 months apart. Holy shit, lying is really bad for your health. But the reason the January 6th committee is so interested in this, and apparently they've already subpoenaed it, so they already have these files. I cannot wait till all this come out during the hearings. The reason it's so interesting to him is because he was deeply involved in the insurrection, in the attempt to overthrow our government, overturn our democracy, and install a dictator. Here he is from January 6th and the days leading up to it. Let's try that again with the volume this time.
We commit the Christ, and we commit to war against the globalists in the truth, and we will never surrender.
In America, we have a very good chance of defeating this very, very quickly. But regardless of how bad it gets, submitting only makes it worse. That's why I want you to commit to total resistance. Total resistance to the globalists. Never give in, never back down, never even think about surrender. Don't think about fighting tyranny as hard. Think about it as like breathing into your lungs and life. And the more you do it, the more you want it. And that's the spirit of victory. We are going to be victorious over the globalists.
We are going to be victorious over the globalists. The Illuminati is hiding in the trash can next to you. They're going to jump out and get you, folks. You better send me money. I'm the only one telling you the truth. I'm Alex Jones. So anyway, folks. Also another delicious clip. One of the mothers of the Sandy Hook children looks him right in the eye and tells him, oh, finally they get their day in court to tell him what they think of him. And of course, he's been going on his show and alluding to the fact that they're actors, that they're working for the deep state, that he's the big victim here. And she calls him out for it. Of course, he tries to deny it, but he's a fucking liar. Here we go.
Tell you to your face, because I wanted you to know that I am a mother first and foremost, and I know that you're a father, and my son existed. You're still on your show today trying to say that I'm implying that I'm an actress, that I'm deep state. You have this week. Truth is so vital to our world. Truth is what we base our reality on. We have to agree on that to have a civil society. Sandy Hook is a hard truth. Hard truth. Nobody would want to ever believe that 26 kids could be murdered. Nobody would ever want to believe that. I understand people not wanting to believe that, actually. I don't want to believe it. Jesse was real. I am a real mom. There's nothing out there. Nothing. There's records of Jesse's birth, of me. I mean, I have a history, and there's nothing that you could have found because it doesn't exist, that I'm deep state. It's just not true. I know you know that. That's the problem. I know you know that. And you keep saying it.
There's no
you
conscience.
keep saying it.
None.
Why?
It's just a
Why?
blank void.
For money?
Yes, for money.
Because you've made a lot of money while you've said it. I know you're... I mean... I know you believe me. And yet you're going to leave this courthouse and you're going to say it again on your show. You're saying no. You just did it.
Yep, you just did it. But he'll deny it. I didn't. You took me out of context. Nope. You're fucking transparent as shit, Alex Jones. We know exactly what you're saying. So, yesterday, the jury awarded the families, one family. There's 3 lawsuits going on. There's only 1 lawsuit. There's 2 families involved in this lawsuit. And the jury awarded one of the families, 2 of the families in this lawsuit, $4.1 million in commensurative damages. So these are just the first part, basically. These are the first damages. These are not the punitive damages that came out today. But so the first part, $4.1 million, which everybody thought was kind of light. But this was only the damages from like their actual monetary loss, you know, not pain and suffering, but like what they missed for work, what they had to pay in lawyers, what they had to go through to get this case to the court. 4.1 million was for that. And so immediately after they issued a verdict for $4.1 million, Alex Jones went out and declared victory. Pretended like this was a great verdict for him, and that the reason it was so low is because he had woken up the jury and they believed the stories he's telling, and they now know the truth, and that's why it was so low. Also, I'll point out, while he was on the stand, he said anything over $2 million would bankrupt his country and would bankrupt his company and be a disaster. So now he found out it's $4 million, and he's all happy because he's really worth about $270 million. So another lie from Alex Jones, but here he is declaring victory.
Purpose. I questioned a public event because I saw anomalies and others saw anomalies. And the jury understood that and awarded $4.2 million. Now that's more money than my company and I personally have, but we are going to work on trying to make restitution there.
Literally, he was given $8 million last week by one person. I'm going to cover that next. It's so depressing. But this guy just, you know how you can tell he's lying? His mouth is moving. It's just insane how much he lies and how much his fan base does not care. It's very Trumpian.
Now, here's the next phase of this. When the judge realized that when I was on the stand, I woke that jury up and laid out the facts, she ruled today that in the punitive damage phase that starts tomorrow, I cannot testify and my lawyer cannot put on evidence. So she already found me guilty and told the jury I was guilty. And now she's saying we can't defend ourselves in the punitive damages phase. Purpose. I questioned
That's
the
right,
public
folks.
event.
He woke him up, and that's why it was so low. He wins, but doesn't seem like he's taking the leak of his phone very well, folks. I think he knows what's on there. I think he knows he's in trouble. And gotta admit, he's a good showman. He's gonna make a show of it. Here he is melting down about the whole situation.
You talk about perjury. You talk about crazy, but see, they know they control the appeals court, they control the Texas bar, and they control that Soros leftist judge, so they can do anything. But that's okay. I'm not here to keep my head down. I'm not here to sit on the sidelines. I asked to be in the arena. I prayed to God to help me expose the New World Order, because I want to stop these globalist pedophile rings.
He's a hero.
And I knew the mark of the beast was coming, and I knew it was the right thing to do.
He's a martyr.
So I'm not like all these other so-called men that are in the arena. I'm in the arena. But I want you to know I am fighting for you and for my own family and for all of us. And I need your hope, your prayers, and your support.
Your money.
Today or tomorrow, after the jury comes in with their first verdict, then they have the punitive damages, and they'll testify again on net worth. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and you'll hear about everything I've got at that. I was there this morning with lawyers making damn sure everything's listed. How many cars I got, the house I got. They put my cell phone number out. I got to get a new number now. They put my cell phone number out in court yesterday. Home addresses, all of it. This is all part of my persecution. That's okay. Christ said, pick up your cross and follow me.
He's Christ-like.
If you're following me, you're going to get persecuted. I know this life is a flash. This is a test, and I'm sure not perfect, believe that. But I mean well, and I love God, and I love justice, and I am extremely honored to be here.
He's
This
an
is
atheist,
exactly
no
where I
doubt.
wanted to be. But I want to ask you at this part of the most intense fight beginning, at the crucible,
Money.
as I go into the middle of the enemy hyenas to literally tear me to pieces. You think this is bad? It's going to get a lot worse. I told you a long time ago. I will be destroyed. I told you that 20 years ago. I told you that 10 years ago, because they're coming for you next. And when they're annihilating and killing billions of you, I want you to remember that I fought for you. Because through this fight coming, we will overcome these people. I won't overcome them in my lifetime. But many of you watching will in yours. They're going down. I am in the arena. Yeah! This is where I want to be. This is the way to go down, baby. This is just the beginning. My destruction will be spectacular.
I did it on purpose. My destruction will be spectacular. I agree with him there. His destruction will be spectacular. But as he was doing his victory laps, being like, oh, well, they only gave me a $4 million fine on the first day. So clearly, this is going to go my way. Today, the punitive damages came down, and $45 million. I think he owes, I think it's like $49 million, really. $49 million total, which unfortunately is like if they fine me $10,000. Alex Jones is worth between $270 to $300 million. So $50 million is like 20% of his income. It's nothing. It's a slap on the wrist. Luckily, there's 2 other trials. So maybe if the other trials also penalize him $50 million each, maybe it'll sting a little bit. But unfortunately, the reason he's behaving this way is because he knows none of this actually matters. Like I told you guys a while ago, one person last week gave him $8 million, folks. He made $800,000 a day selling supplements, scamming people during COVID. $800,000 a day, folks. This is how frustrating this world is. You can start an animal sanctuary like me, or not even me, like somebody much better than me. Somebody who adopts kids. Somebody who runs huge animal sanctuary. Good people. Struggling to get by. Struggling to get any kind of donations. This motherfucker scams people for a living. Already worth $270 million. And somebody just hands him $8 million for nothing. $8 fucking million. That's how incredibly bullshit this goddamn world is. All it does is reward bad behavior all the time. On May 18th episode of InfoWars, just one day before the benefactor gave the most recent donation, Jones pleaded to his audience for more funding. To prosecute a war, we need prayer, word of mouth, and money. Money is a symbol that the enemy has used against us and is bringing us down with it. You must use that money to attack, Jones says. He continued his pitch for a donation for several minutes, leaning on metaphors about battle and war. Many of you out there have sacrificed and supported this broadcast beyond your means, and I ask you to stand down. But I ask those who are of means, if you don't go to Infowars.com/crypto and donate, then you have abdicated and signed over your rights, Jones said. Because God gave you champions that will fight. God gave you people that will not back down, who will never give in, who do not have it in their DNA to submit to Satan. But if we do not have your backing, we cannot take this on, and we will be subjugated, and you will be destroyed. One day later, the same Bitcoin megadonor who had previously given Jones $2 million worth of cryptocurrency in April multiplied that donation significantly, gave him another $6 million, folks. All he's going to do is fundraise off this. He'll make more than $50 million off this trial. I guarantee you. He'll go play the martyr. He'll go play the victim. He'll pretend like he's some kind of hero fighting for your rights, and they'll come for you next. And he's doing this for God. And if you don't give him money, you're fucking turning your back on God. God needs you. Televangelism 101, and he'll fucking make more money than the $50 million penalty. Like I said, $8 million from one person for nothing. So it's all a garbage universe. It's really hard not to become despondent, not to become so depressed, not to give in. Because after a while you start wondering, why am I a decent person? When the world does nothing but reward bad behavior. Why not become like these people? Well, there's a good reason for it. Because regardless of how rich Alex Jones is, I guarantee you, he stays awake at night. I guarantee you, he has butterflies in his stomach. He lives in fear that it's all going to come crashing down upon him. I guarantee you this guy's not happy. And that's one thing that I will say I'm not rich, but I'm fucking happy. I can sleep at night. I don't have those butterflies and that fear in my stomach. So yes, the world does reward bad behavior, but there are reasons to be good, decent people. Not just because it's in your moral code, which is, that's the best reason to do it. Because you want to treat people like you've been treated. The golden rule. But also because you don't want that stress in your life. Being evil is very stressful. And money is not worth that stress. He's right, your life is too short. It is a flash. And you don't want to waste it suffering and misery by being a horrendous piece of shit. So keep up the good work, people. Don't be like Alex Jones. Fuck this guy. Let's see what the boys had to say. That's my Alex Jones coverage. I hear what you're saying. I felt the same way. Yeah, it's hard, but at the same time, I like to sleep. So fuck it. What you gotta do? Was that crypto too? If so, that might be worth 2 pennies. Yep, it was crypto too. I'm sure he cashed out though. They always cash out immediately. They're con artists. They know how it works. They're not leaving their money in crypto. You sound great, Dusty. Hey, appreciate it. New microphone. Using the big old thing that came with it to stop the pops and everything. But this is the professional one that everybody's using. Even Joe Rogan uses this microphone. So, Dusty, moving up in the world. Moving on up. Dusty, get rid of every account with bit in their name. I do use BitTorrent, but that has nothing to do with Bitcoin. So, that's okay. Please get Miss Cece for me. Where is Miss Cece? Oh, she's over there sleeping. Okay, I'll try to get her to wake up eventually and come over here. We have a ton of Bitcoin bots in chat. We'll destroy them. Bitcoin, they're tracking you everywhere. They're part of that globalist conspiracy. How is Bitcoin not globalist? Isn't it a monetary system all over the world that unites the world under one monetary system? That's globalist as fuck. Isn't it, Alex Jones? Don't worry about it. Just keep sending it to me. Yeah. All right, folks. Next up, moving right along. Already an hour and 15 minutes into the show and not even at halftime yet. Woo! We rolling. Little time for something I like to call. What the fuck? WTF question mark? WTF exclamation point. And first off, on tonight's what the fuck? Just another normal day in America. Imagine being this guy. This guy needs to play the fucking lottery. This dude lucky as fuck. So he just walking along, minding his own damn business. And this doesn't look very safe. It's all cracked and shit. But he's stepping over it. And as soon as he gets on this side, collapses completely. How did he not fall? Good God. This guy got a horseshoe up his sphincter. Dude, you lucky as shit. You should be in that hole right now. Might want to fix the pothole you got there. And then, oh, what the fuck? Did you guys see this one? Apparently, embryos can be listed as dependents on tax returns in Georgia now. That's right, folks. If you file your taxes after July 20th and you have an embryo and you can prove there's an embryo in you, tax write-off. It's a human being. I don't know how they're going to do this. Embryos, they don't have social security numbers, right? How are you going to keep track of this? But I found a perfect scam, folks. Here's what I'm going to do. First, moving to Georgia, of course. Step 1. Step 2, gonna marry me a very fertile lady, all right? Step 3, right before July 20th every year, go get her pregnant. Pregnant as shit. Gonna take a picture. Gonna have proof. Then, folks, tax write-off. Go get my tax check. Boom, next thing you know, skip over to another state. Abortion. Abortion way cheaper than the tax write-off. Then boom, back to Georgia. Do the whole thing again next year. You motherfuckers thought this was going to decrease abortions? Oh, hell no. I'm going to have 100 of these motherfuckers. It's a foolproof plan. Thank you, Georgia. I love it when a plan comes together. And then on the what the fuck. Warning! This is horrible. I'm sure you guys saw this one already, but in California at Windsor Hill, I don't know if this is true or not. What I read was this lady had been out day drinking with her friends because her boyfriend broke up with her. And then the next thing you know, this happened. So here they are. Everybody just living their lies. driving around. Light is totally red, and out of nowhere, a fucking missile. She driving 120 miles an hour. Boom! Supposedly killed like 6 people. Dead. She walked away totally fine. So, yep, you're going to jail, lady. What the fucking shit? There's some horribleness for you. Imagine you're just going about your day, driving across the street, and out of fucking nowhere, a missile goddamn hits you. Let's have a look at that one more time. Like crazy. No brakes, no slowing down. Just, was she trying to commit suicide? Was she text? I have no idea what's going on. That's craziness. What the fuck? And then, oh, here she is. There's the lady that did it. Nicole Linton allegedly got into a car after drinking, traveled at speeds over 100 miles an hour, and killed a half-dozen innocent people in her path, including a child and a pregnant woman. May she feel the full weight of the law and spend the rest of her life behind bars, and she will. This lady never seeing the light of day again. Way to fuck up your entire existence. Bad life decisions. And then, folks, did you know that there's such a thing called magnet fishing? Apparently, it's where you go put real big magnets attached to ropes into the rivers and lakes, and you drag them and you pull up whatever's connected with the magnets. Well, I guess apparently in some of our rivers across the country, there's bombs and rockets and shit. I don't know why fucking bombs and rockets and shit are in our river, but apparently they a bunch of them because these magnet fishers pulled up 86 rockets from Fort Stewart River. So, of course, they find them all, because why would you find people that are cleaning up the rivers from bombs and shit? Now, I read some people said that they understand why there's penalties. They said that we know that some of these rivers do have a lot of ordinances inside of them, and they're very dangerous, so there are penalties for people doing magnet fishing, because you could accidentally explode the ordinance and not only hurt yourself and other people, but you could destroy the nature and the bridges and stuff. So they find them, folks. What do you think? You think they should have fined these people, or they should have made them heroes? Yeah, they were fined like $250 each for pulling this shit up. Apparently, it was not legal to do so at the particular place they were doing it. So I don't know. I'm thinking they need a medal, but that's just me. And then on the what the fuck section, hellish world we live in, folks. Not just in this country, but all across the goddamn planet. Here's an Asian guy taking advantage of small African children making racist comments, making fun of them, and paying them to make fun of themselves, unbeknownst to themselves, to make money on social media. Here's the story.
Horrific. A Chinese man was arrested for child trafficking, okay? After a BBC documentary accused him of exploiting children for social media notoriety and financial gain. Let me show you this video. Here it is.
Yes, you heard that correctly. The kids are saying, in Chinese, I'm a black monster. My IQ is low. This video was released in February 2020 on a Chinese social media account called, get this, Jokes About Black People Club. Within days, it had more than 4,000 likes and a ton of comments. Some people were laughing.
Hilarious.
Others were outraged. The word they're using is Haegui, which could be translated as black monster or black devil. But really, it's the Chinese equivalent of the N-word. In this one, for example, the producer gets the kids to promise they'll always stay in Africa. In this one, a patriotic song about the glory of China, they're made to sing, yellow skin and dark eyes are the most beautiful. In quite a few of them, we see girls dancing in obviously sexualized ways. Teenagers, and sometimes even younger kids.
Put up the picture of this sick SOB. Okay? We got some work to do. BBC reporters discovered that Liu Key, Luke, was filming children as young as 6 years of age, making video greetings, mocking and calling themselves basically the N-word. Liu would pay the children about 50 cents a day, and if they did not listen to him, he would pinch them or whip them according to the children. So he's exploiting these children. He's sexualizing these children. He's trafficking these children. He is abusing these children, and he's making a mockery of these children. These are human beings. These are human beings. Now, the actions of this man are not indicative of all of Chinese culture. There were a number of individuals who pushed back and said this is wrong on those Chinese social media pages.
Anything for money just shows you that this trash world is not limited to America. These toxic trolls who would do anything for money. It's a worldwide phenomenon. I hope this guy's life gets very unpleasant very quickly. What the fuck? And then on the What the Fuck show, I heard this, so now you do too. So I'm going to play the clip for you guys, and then I want to explain. Let me go ahead and explain what they're talking about to begin with. So apparently, according to some moonbats on the internet, Lyme disease, you know the stuff you get from ticks when they bite you, is actually from aliens and is beneficial to you? Gotta be true.
I worked with a medical intuitive, and she said every time she sees someone with Lyme, it's an intergalactic substance, and it's literally bringing in codes from the beginning of time.
Yes.
I know.
I believe this. This gives me chills down my entire body.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in those exact words before, but I'm often trying to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Lyme is a gift.
Yes, yes.
It is not for the faint of heart.
No.
And it is for the most deeply spiritual people on the planet.
Yes.
These crazy motherfuckers catching Lyme disease on purpose because they believe it's giving them information from the beginning of fucking time? I had to look this shit up. Influence attributing Lyme disease to intergalactic substances go viral. And these are not just nobodies who don't have people following them. Both these people are more popular than I am. They have hundreds of thousands of followers. A video of influencers attributing Lyme disease to an intergalactic substance is going viral. In the clip, astrologer Danielle Page explained her thoughts to author and host Jordan Younger on the July 27th episode of the Balanced Blonde podcast. I worked with a medical intuitive, and she said every time she sees someone with a Lyme, it's an intergalactic substance. Yes, I believe this. In response, Page, a self-proclaimed consciousness guide, because that's a real thing, replied yes. At the time of publication, Page boasted more than 90,000 followers on Instagram, while Younger has 228,000 followers and another 33,000 on TikTok. Younger further elaborated on her message in the caption of her Instagram post, which included a clip from the podcast. When we come to this planet from other space, our souls are often resonating at and vibrating in a higher dimension than this dense Earth. That can cause a disconnect between our bodies and our souls. And I find that's when a health breakdown often occurs. So whenever someone tells me they have Lyme, I want to say, get ready for the journey of your life, she wrote, using a rocket and emoji, alien emoji. She added that while she doesn't wish illness upon anyone whatsoever, she said that when we take our health into our own hands, we have the power to heal. So cool, folks. Let's go out and get bit by ticks. That seems safe and healthy for us all. What the fuck? And then, speaking of what the fuck, what is wrong with these people that pump Synthonol into their bodies? Nice tits, dude. Holy shit, he needs a fucking bra. Now, I know they just have body dysmorphia and they feel bad about themselves and they think this looks good, even though it's horrifically disfiguring. But yeah, he did. Valdir Sagado, Brazilian hook who injected himself with light death-threatening oil to get 23-inch biceps, dies on his 55th birthday. Pretty young, dude. Was it worth it? You can't answer me on account of a serious case of death. Just holy shit. It doesn't look good. Quit doing this. No one thinks you're strong. Everybody just thinks you're mentally ill. It looks like your arm is pregnant. Abort that shit. Let's look at this. Da-da-da-da-da, they gonna fucking copyright my show. La-da-da-da-da, his shit is about to fall out of his arm. La-da-da-da-da, about to die of a heart attack. La-da-da-da-da, this is disgusting as shit. La-da-da-da-da, never skip leg day. Like, what the fuck's wrong with your legs, dude? His legs are skinnier than my legs. Might want to shoot some of that shit into your legs. Oh, you can't because you're dead. That's right. Belly up! And then, folks, this is my last one on what the fuck. And at first, I wasn't going to show you guys this. But I thought it'd be okay if I gave you guys a warning. So, warning! Do not watch this next clip. It is fucking brutal. But it's going super viral right now. It's all over social media. They're playing it on the news. So I thought I would play it for you guys. But don't watch it. I'm warning you right now. So, what we're about to watch is a robber get stabbed. Brutally fucking stabbed. Now, apparently he lived. That's my understanding. So this is not a murder. I don't know if the guy died or not so far. But he was alive last time I checked. Warning! Don't watch this.
Yeah, guys. Huh? Why are you guys wearing masks like that? Say what? Can you guys just leave?
So he's reaching for a knife right here.
Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead. Jacob, come here. Can I just get the... Alright, take the money in it. I keep the coins. I need the coins. Bro, okay.
Oh, I'm dead! I'm dead.
So, yeah, he just stabbed that guy a bunch of times, and then it looked like at the end there, he stabbed something that made him go completely limp. Must have severed some spinal shit. Apparently he said he feared for his life, and the guy was still alive. He was talking to him, begging him not to let him die. They said that he called his mom to say goodbye to his mom, but then the ambulance took him away. So I don't know if he lived or not, folks. But yikes. What you guys think about that? Yeah, I'm dead. Some people think that was an overreaction. He shouldn't have done that. I mean, you never know if they're going to shoot you or kill you when they jump across the counter like that. So I'm kind of, sort of stabby myself. So I kind of get it, and I kind of get both sides of it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to read what you guys say right now. I see a lot of smiley faces, so apparently you guys don't have any sympathy. Nice. Trade your friend for some coins. I know the other guy ran away immediately. No honor among thieves, and laughed myself. I'm dead. Yep. Get stabbed like it's a long knife. Get stabbed here and there and get stabbed here. Yeah. I'm sure immediately you think, oh, well, I'm fucking dead. That's my life. Scary as shit, but also, what the fuck? It's a mad, mad world out there. I'd have stabbed him. All right. He stood his ground. He did stand his ground. That's true. Fucked around and found out. Also, true story. Fucking hilarious. All right, you guys are mean. You guys are mean. But I showed it, so I am also mean. And that is my what the fuck section. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Dudes, if you love my show, and you know you do, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. A link in the description of the video. I know it's a pain in the ass. You got to put in your credit card information or PayPal. No one likes doing that. But I only make money on this show from you guys' support off Patreon and off the Super Chats. I don't make any money off the ads. I don't sell anything. So if you like all the hard work I put into the show, and there's a lot of it, chip in, please. $1 or $2, whatever you can afford. Help me out. Very much appreciate it. Link in the description of the video. Now we're going to read the Super Chats. If you bail out for the Super Chats, please hit the like button before you go. It's the least you can do. But come back in 5 minutes. We'll be done. Jello Father, thank you, Joe. Good to see you tonight. Stephen Grayer. I wish I could see these better. Stephen Grayer, OP, give me $20. Very generous. Thank you, Stephen. Urban Moss, just because I hate Cracker Barrel. My mom loves it, though. Fire gift for the intro videos. Hell yeah, go into the Cracker Barrel in the Beyond Parody section. It coming up. Stay tuned. Cuber Lover, $2. I think I can only give you this night, Dusty. What? All adds up. Thank you, Cuber Lover. Good to see you tonight. Lane Diggity, what's up, Dusty? What's up, Lane? Catalina Gearbox, I would just say, judge least ye be judged. Shh. I will. Michael Hanratty, Ireland calling. What's up, Ireland? I won't do any kind of cringy Lucky Charms jokes, even though I did. Parker Guire 999. The fact that these dudes think that make me a sandwich is such an insult, it's not. It just shows how mentally immature they are. Sorry, what are you, 12? Explains why you throw tantrums weekly, dude. I know, right? And if you're gonna boss your lady around, get her to make something better than a fucking sandwich. Just saying, I can make a sandwich myself. Gotta cook something I can't cook myself. Urban Mice, $5. I mean, when I was growing up Baptist, the pastor's wife took over his as the preacher, and people left. It was a controversy. He's sticking to canon. I mean, it does say that. Paul, who wrote most of the Bible, was very specific about women not teaching in the church. For the four legs, like always, good work, Dusty. Hey, thank you, Grio909. Good to see you tonight. Michael Henry, 500. What up? Not that Michael Moore. I can't quit you. Why would you? It's the best show in the history of YouTube. I think you look sexy, Dusty. Thank you for your honesty. Fuck yeah. Ben Rodrigo. Beach Day and Dusty. Perfect combo. Hello from Aptos. Hey, wear sunscreen. K. Drew, $5. 1 week left of my summer classes. How about I draw some sexy Dusty fan art to celebrate any request? Draw me like you draw your French girls. Jenny Rude, $5. Thanks for making me a mod. No problem. Thank you for your service. I was depressed and that helped lift my spirits. I appreciate you trusting me to help out. Love you. Hey, no problem. You're like one of the OGs over here. Jenny, you part of the family. Russian Jackal. Every time Dusty calls Sorbo Jercules, I imagine him with head of blue flaming hair, bossing around two incompetent ints. Rock on, Hades. Jercules. Happy birthday, Victoria Cunningham, sexy lady. Hey, happy birthday, Victoria. Hope you're having a good one. April S. Beautiful, amazing hero April, as always, supports the show so well. I have nothing clever or uplifting to say. Everything sucks, but I love you. I love you back. Super chat. Hey, wait, jump to the world. April S. You're amazing. BCCS, keep doing what you're doing, Dusty. I will. Thank you. And thank you for doing it. Hey, as long as you guys keep supporting the show, I'm going to do this forever. You know, on account of never dying and everything like I'm never going to do. Dusty, please shout out to my BFF and new sub, Karen in South Bama. Love you. What's up, Karen? Patty loves you. Enchanted Cottage. Shout out to my BFF. Patty said it right back. Oh, my God. You guys love each other. Get a room. Gay. Urban Mass. Scientists. The world is ending. The world lulls. You see Kim and Pete broke up. They broke up? What? I thought those two crazy kids were going to make it forever. Cure lower $5. Dusty George Collins says the planet will be fine. It's us who will be in trouble. Well, that's true, but my entire world revolves around me. So without me, my planet doesn't exist. So fuck that. 35.90. I don't know what kind of money this is, but I'll take it. From Yuri Bitch. When will the U.S. stop funding my criminal country? The only land of Israel. Oh, Israel? Yeah, I know, right? I'm glad there are some of you that are good there. Of course, I'm guessing the vast majority of Israeli people are good. It's like most places, it's the government that's all fucked up. So thank you, Urbanish. Good to see you tonight. Or Yuri Bench, I guess that's the way you pronounce it. Dusty Nixon signed the Clean Air Act. Will Republicans do that today? No, because that's woke. Justin Ship became a Dust Buddy. Hey, you can become a Dust Buddy for $2.99 a month. That's a great way to support the show. You get customized emojis to spend the chat with. Cool shit like Bing Bong and Belly Up. So do it. There's a button over here. Figure it out, motherfuckers. Any thoughts on Vince McMahon retiring? Like I said last time, I don't believe Vince McMahon will ever retire. He's more of a part of the WWE than anybody has ever been a part of a company ever. He's still going to run things behind the scenes, in my opinion. There's a new extreme sport popping up. It's called Pissing on Rush's Grave. Hell, I want to get a gold medal in that. Mark Robert, $5. In a fairly recent news, Alex has to pay $45.2 million in punitive damage. Oot, right in the duker. Yeah, but he's worth $300 million, so that's nothing. Hopefully it'll be more when it's all said and done. Shout out to the Mikey, baby. QS4, shout out to my friend Kosha V8. All right, cool. Love you, brother. Love you. Sit on a rose. Good to see you tonight. Miss Linda Hawksa, I can't believe I used to listen to 8 Alex Jones on shortwave. I was stupid, man. I used to listen to Alex Jones 4 hours every day. Never miss a day. I used to give this motherfucker money. I told the story many times about how because of the paranoia I garnered from listening to Alex Jones, I sold my house and I bought a 40-acre off-grid farm in the Ozark Mountains and moved out there and spent a shit ton of fucking money trying to get that thing up and running, and it was fucking terrible. One of the worst experiences of my fucking life. Fuck you, Alex, and Joe Rogan, too. Cuban lover. Dusty Alex Jones is daring to compare himself to Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove. What a jerk. Yeah, he's the new Jesus. Clearly. Via Hernando. It's probably Peter Thiel giving him crypto. Probably Peter Thiel and everything. Trying to buy up our country. Ray Fuller. I'd rather give to you to keep spreading the good word. Hey, I appreciate it. Ray Fuller. The sad part is that evil people do sleep well at night. The good folks lie away at night and worry about everything. I guess that's probably true. I'm hoping. Maybe I'm naive, thinking that he actually has a conscience. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he sleeps fine, but I hope he doesn't. I hope he's fucking suffering. Wood says, Bravo. Dusty is on. Time for me and the fiance to do stuff. Thank you, Dusty. Hey, no problem. Think about me. What's up, my buddy E? E is back, and you're gonna be in trouble. Hey now, E is back. Dead pirate, don't say shit, but you ain't gotta say shit, you sexy motherfucker. Good to see you, not E. Joseph in Birkenau, when I know much love to you, Joseph. Orion McFadden, Right Wing Radio today had conservative callers split in the middle with outrage and those agreeing with the verdict of Jones. I'm hoping MTG is next. I'm surprised they're not all on his side. I saw Watermelon Head Charlie Kirk was mad about it. $1.99 from Elizabeth, and one more, Charles Berg. I don't intend for this to be rude, but I do think it's funny that Britney Griner is the first WNBA player to make the news over a potential trade. Oh, wonk wonk. I get it, but poor lady. All right, hit the like button, everybody. Do it to it. More super chats, please. The rest of the super chats will be read at the end of the show. Coming up. But now, gonna do a little section I like to call Just Watch. Talking about Just Watch. Talking about Just and make fun of it. Yeah, we do. Time for some Chud Watch, motherfuckers. And first off, on tonight's Chud Watch. So you see that dipshit last week got sentenced to 7 years in prison for carrying a gun into the Capitol and trying to overthrow our government and install Trump as a dictator. Good. Fuck you, you traitor son of fuck. But his wife and his kids ain't real happy about it. She one of these, God damn it, cat, why you do that? Fuck. Hang on a second, folks. I gotta fix it. The cat fucked my shit up while I talk. So, she one of these Texas moms. I guess she don't give a shit if our democracy is completely overthrown and they install a dictator in the fucking White House. Who gives a fuck, right? So she all mad that her husband actually has to experience the consequences of her actions and gonna try to blame the court system on. But he got exactly what he fucking deserved. And she all fucking mad about it. Here's the crazy part. So in this clip, she gonna claim that her husband doesn't deserve this shit, that he's a good father. But this motherfucker literally threatened to kill both of his kids if they ratted him out. So yeah, not father of the year candidate here in any way whatsoever. But here she is gonna bitch about it, pretend like she's a badass, and storm off back to Texas.
Citizens against political persecution, because this is what this is political persecution. We are patriots. God was a patriot that day. He will always be a patriot. And he's a loving husband. He's a loving father. He's a man of integrity. And he went that day because the United States is the last great stand we have. And if we allow our country to keep being driven into the ground by the corrupt, evil politicians here in this city, then one day at your kitchen table, FBI is going to come in and tell you that you stood up at the school board meeting and you are now a domestic terrorist. So wake up, America. This isn't just about Guy Wesley Rupert. This isn't about just 1-6. This is about our liberties being stomped on. And please go to these different sites and find the truth out about.
Oh, that wasn't even the clip I was thinking of. At the end of it, she says, you can all go to hell. I'm going back to Texas. But yeah, you're not a patriot. You're the opposite of that. So is your husband. Literally tried to overthrow our democracy and install a dictator as president. So, and threaten to kill your kids too. You are the problem in this country, crazy lady. Take your ass back to Texas. It's exactly where the fuck you belong. And then, folks, the grift never ends with the conservatives. ABG, always be grifting. That's the conservative way. So, Bannon is starting his own cryptocurrency, conservative crypto wallet, as part of a new financial system for conservatives. Yeah, hey, do you guys want to lose your entire life savings? Well, immediately invest in conservative cryptocurrency. So all they're going to do is pump and dump. They're going to set aside half this cryptocurrency for themselves, and then as you motherfuckers buy it up, because it's a greater fool scam, it works like all other cryptocurrencies. It's based on finding some other idiot to buy it from you for a higher price than you paid for it. As soon as you buy it, they're going to sell all their stock. They're going to sell all their crypto coins, and they're going to make a bank. They're going to make millions of dollars, and you're going to lose your money, and good. At this point, I don't even give a shit. Let them take all your fucking money. That's what you fucking deserve, you goddamn idiots. And then on the Chud Watch, at least some of the Trump supporters are starting to wake up a little bit. But this is what it takes to give them to wake up. And this is so fucking weird. So this guy got this email from Trump's campaign. And it says, Trump majority blitz. There was talk about you in the inner circle after the GOP's deadline yesterday, and it mentions you by name. They have a little script that knows what your name is because they have your email address and your name, so it just automatically puts it in there. There was talk about you in the inner circle after the GOP's deadline yesterday, you. And it wasn't good. Since you failed to step up, we came up $10 short of our goal to restore Trump's majority. We know you'd never try to leave Trump's majority hanging, so we defended your top patriot status and reactivated this offer just for you. Chip in $10 to make a huge $120 impact in the battle to protect Trump's legacy and prove your loyalty. Yeah, definitely not a cult, is it, folks? Not a cult in any goddamn way. Imagine this working on you, though. Imagine the level of people they're trying to reach with this. Literally people that are mentally infirmed. Because you'd have to be to think that a whole bunch of conservatives were sitting around and they were like, hey, Bob didn't chip in his $10. Because of Bob, we can't win back the majority for Trump. Bob cost us to lose the $10. Hey, Bob, they was talking about how you're not a patriot, Bob, but we was saying, no, Bob's a patriot. He gonna come through with his $10. Just holy shit. Imagine the level of people who would fall for this. But also imagine the type of scumbag who would send something like this out to try to manipulate people. Are there any conservatives watching this show? Can you defend this? Please, please defend this so I can destroy you. Good God. Scum! That's what you fucking are. But at least this guy said, what kind of manipulative abuse nonsense fundraising is this? I'm going to go with no and won't be donating in the near future as well. I'm regretting donating in the past. Yeah, well, that's what it's always been about. You just now catching up to reality? You're a little slow on the uptake there, motherfucker. And shockingly, I've been telling you guys about this constantly. But it's just another scam, folks, when they tell you, we're all for free speech. Hey, we're not like Twitter. We believe in real free speech around here. That's the whole point of Truth Social. So you can go somewhere where you can say anything you want, but you can't. Trump's purported free speech social media platform, Truth Social, is hiding user posts, threatening to create a curated echo chamber, research group finds. Former President Donald Trump's social media company, Truth Social, has marketed itself as a free speech heaven that cherishes free expression. But since its rocky start, when it partially launched in February, its moderators have removed or limited the visibility of users' posts, often without explanation, according to a new investigation from the nonprofit left-leaning consumer advocacy organization Public Citizen. The removed or limited posts include anti-Trump content about the U.S. House investigation of January 6th attack on the Capitol, as well as posts supporting abortion rights. It's also blocked content that didn't have any clear anti-Trump or anti-conservative message, the report says. They're even banning conservatives. They're shadow banning you. That's where you don't outright get banned, but if you go search for it, you can't find it, and no one else sees it, so no one clicks on it or likes it or has any involvement in it whatsoever. So exactly like every other social media website, but worse. Because of fucking course it is. It has nothing to do with free speech. It's all about separating idiots from their money. Like every fucking thing else Trump does. But you get what you fucking deserve, you goddamn morons. Good. Good. Why am I so dark? And I should be so much fucking lighter than this. It bothers me. There you go. Come on. Come on, light. Lighten my beautiful face up. I don't want to be all fucking dark. It's depressing. A little bit better. All right, and then on the children, what? You know it's bad, folks, when Dick Cheney starts making sense. When Dick Cheney is the sober voice in the fucking room. Darth Vader himself, one of the most evil fucking people to ever live. That's how far the Conservative Party has fallen. Where even Dick Cheney is like, this shit crazy, yo.
In our nation's 246-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. A real man wouldn't lie to his supporters. He lost his election, and he lost big. I know it, he knows it, and deep down, I think most Republicans know it. Lynn and I are so proud of Liz for standing up for the truth, doing what's right, honoring her oath to the Constitution, when so many in our party are too scared to do so. Liz is fearless. She never backs down from a fight. There is nothing more important she will ever do than lead the effort to make sure Donald Trump is never again near the Oval Office.
Yeah, well, Liz is a goner. They're going to vote her ass out because you cannot win as a conservative unless you have Trump's blessing. If he's actively campaigning against you, you're done for. That's just the way it is. Trump rules the Conservative Party now. He rules the Republican. It is a full-blown fucking cult. And you have this evil fucking war criminal son of a fuck who was finally, like, you were kind of like he was supporting Trump originally. Like, you're kind of the architect of setting all this bullshit up. Why don't you take some fucking responsibility for what you did, Dick Cheney? Why don't you apologize for helping create this situation? But nah, he's just doing this because his daughter is getting smashed in the polls. A desperate Hail Mary attempt that's not going to work, but good. Let him fucking fight. And Rupert Murdock, apparently, according to the New York Times, has banned Donald Trump from the airways. I've been reporting this to you guys also, but it's becoming more official. Apparently they've had a falling out, and now Fox News' new boy, Ron DeSantis. I guess that's better. I guess Ron DeSantis respects democracy slightly more than Trump, so maybe it's better, but still bad. But hey, this is good news. Once you lose Fox News as a Republican, that is a giant blow. Without them propping you up, without them sucking your nuts all day long, feeding your narratives and your propaganda to their boomer fucking audience, he's going to have a much tougher time getting elected. So good news, but also you're all trash. And then, folks, getting real depressing. Speaking of Ron DeSantis, I also reported to you guys this on how he's having all these workshops for teachers. Teachers are bailing out of Florida like nobody's fucking business, so much so that they're now letting unqualified, uneducated, untrained military members just become teachers now. Well, they're having all these workshops in order to train teachers in the proper way to educate students in Florida now. And the teachers are going to these workshops, and they're being bribed to go. They get a stipend. They get a little bit of money for their classroom if they go. And some of the more intelligent teachers are going and reporting the horrors that they're finding there. Let's have them tell you about it.
Education is sounding an alarm for some educators.
What they did was present a single perspective as the only one, the correct one. They cherry-picked evidence.
Justin Vogel, who will start his 12th year teaching in St. Johns County, was at one of these trainings launched by the governor as part of his Civics Literacy Excellence Initiative.
State of Florida has funded a 3-day Civics Excellence teacher training, and we have the first 2,500 teachers that are going through that now.
Barbara Siegel teaches in Broward County and also attended the training. Both educators looking to deepen their knowledge for their classrooms until they say they were shocked to learn what they were expected to teach their students.
As educators, we don't necessarily tell them how to think. We give them all the evidence and we allow them to come up with their own conclusions. And that's something that wasn't presented at this workshop. They told us what to think and what our opinions were, and it was very unsettling.
They say while some parts of the training were factual, some material was very concerning. For example, NBC News obtained the slides for the presentation from the Florida Board of Education. Here are some slides the teachers say raised red flags.
It's not a misconception.
One, titled Opposition to Slavery, worried Barbara and Justin that it could become very easy for new educators to miss the nuances of history.
Putting myself in the shoes of a first or second year teacher, seeing this slide, it's very easy to say that George Washington and TJ were both very anti-slavery. You know, they did everything they could, notwithstanding the fact they both owned slaves.
And there's nothing wrong with viewing it as complicated.
Right. I mean, our country is complicated.
Yes.
We reached out to the Florida Department of Education about the concerns raised by some educators, and they responded in part that our civics instructors are teaching true and accurate history. Every lesson taught is based on history, not ideology or any form of indoctrination.
100% about indoctrination. They're literally trying to teach that slave owners were against slavery. They want to create this bullshit version of American history where we're much better than we actually are, where our founding fathers were much better men than they actually were. In order to create this Christian nationalism they can indoctrinate our children with. Fascism fucking 101. That's what's happening in Florida. That's what people like Joe Rogan are supporting. Where you at, Joe? Are you ever going to show this stuff? Are you ever going to call it out? No, of course you're not. Cowardly sack of shit. And then it gets even more depressing, folks. They're not even trying to hide their agenda. 10-year-old rape victims being forced to carry their babies. Are you for that? Yes.
Representative Engelman, does this apply to a 5th grader who has been a victim of incest?
It does. But I think it's harmful to put a minor in the position of being the new Jane Roe. The weight of whether or not we allow lives to be ended should not rest on the traumatized shoulders of a young rape survivor.
Look at her, she's shot. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we're going to force 10-year-old rape victims to have their rapist baby. But I mean, what do you want us to do? We don't want to do that, but we have to. We have to force rape victims to carry their rapist babies. I mean, sure. Sure, there's going to be some rapist who be like, hey, I want to have a baby with that woman. I'm just going to rape her, and then the state's going to force her to carry my genetics. And I mean, sure, I guess, technically, the whole reason we're here evolutionarily is to carry on our genes to the next generation. So being able to force women to have your babies by rape is actually going to be very appealing to some sick motherfuckers. And yeah, I'm sure pedophiles may rape 10-year-olds in order to have these babies, but that's just the way it has to be. Just God damn it. God fucking damn it. The worst humans on the planet are ruling us. I want a goddamn ride in the fucking streets. And they do it just so nonchalantly. Like they're not completely fucking ghouls in every goddamn way. My button keeps popping here. I lost 10 pounds. Why my shit keep popping? These shirts must have shrank. That was what the problem is. And then on the Chud Watch, so depressing. This just goes to show you how much they've changed in such a short amount of time. This was only a couple years ago before they realized that spreading trans panic and making trans people enemy number one was such an effective tool to trick fucking idiots into voting against their own best interest? Here's Megyn Kelly a couple years ago with a bunch of trans kids. And just to show you, even if you're conservative, a couple years ago, being supportive of the trans community was actually popular. It was actually encouraged. It was actually a good thing before it became a political wedge issue. Look how different things were for conservatives just a few years ago.
Well, the people with me on stage right now are all transgender kids who want others to know it is possible to transition socially with love and support and acceptance within a family and a community. Please welcome 16-year-old Nicole, 12-year-old Daniel, 14-year-old Gia, 15-year-old Landon, and 13-year-old Stella. Your parents are also here. Morning, everyone. Morning. Also joining me in our special audience is Gira Goldstein, who's a transgender woman who is the co-founder, along with Jen Grosslander, who you just met, of the Gender Cool Project, a new movement that is being launched today. We're going to tell you all about it, and it's actually really important. So, all right, welcome to you all. Everybody nervous? Everyone sufficiently nervous? Okay. Yeah. No.
Look how different this was before the trans panic set in, but now it's all trans panic all the time. They're groomers. They're coming for your children. Just so depressing how much they've changed in such a short period of time. But at least a few of these fuckos are going down in flames, like Mark McCloskey, you know, the doughy old white rich-ass lawyer who pulled a gun on black people who were just walking in front of his house. So, of course, he tried to run for Congress, because usually this is the kind of bullshit conservatives support, but nope, he lost. So, good, although I'm sure the guy who won the Republican primary is not any fucking better. They're all garbage. And even Q himself lost. Came in last place. Charisma machine. Ron Walkins, you guys might know, was the Q. The guy behind the QAnon account. Went down in flames miserably. Dude can't even form a fucking sentence. Even Q didn't support Q. Even the QAnon people didn't come out to support their boys. So, just goes to show you they don't have no fucking loyalty to anybody but Trump. And good. You get what you fucking deserve, asshole. And one more on the Chud Watch. Great question posed by Lisa here about the qualifications of people that conservatives are sending to the highest political body in the land. How did Lauren Boebert get elected? She got her GED a month before her primary. 16 years after dropping out of high school, her husband was arrested for exposing his genitalia to minors while Lauren was 17 and present. Lauren herself has been arrested several times. Well, the answer is because conservatives don't actually give a shit. They don't care if the people they send to Congress are qualified in any way. They don't care if they're intelligence. All they want is trolls. People who will make others' lives worse. That is the only criteria they care about, and they got it in spades with Lauren Boebert. There's the answer to your question. And that's my Chud Watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see what the sexy pores have to say. Q not crazy enough. I know you got to ramp up the crazy there, Q. You got to be more like Marjorie Trader Green. About 0.3% of all humans are trans, yet they're responsible for 98% of the bad things on Earth. So, figure that one out. Can't get a divorce if you're pregnant in some states. Not surprised. America Taliban, gonna make us as great as Saudi Arabia. At least we'll get to play golf, I guess. And cruelty gets the point. 100% spot on. Buddy Cooper. Thank you for that. Super chats at the end, folks. But now it's time for Beyond Parody! And first off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, so I told you guys before that there were double the jobs creation that the Biden White House thought there was going to be. Record numbers, gangbusters. So, of course, Fox News, being the parody news channel they are, have to paint it as a bad thing somehow. Their cryon says, White House misses forecast on lower July jobs growth. That's right. Stupid White House. They missed their jobs forecast. They can't get anything right. Yeah, they missed it because it was double what they said it was going to be. It was way better. That's a good thing, Fox News. But can never paint anything in an accurate light. And even Tucker Carlson been out there attacking Jon Stewart, who has done nothing but go to bat to try to make sure cancer-riddled military members who got sick of toxic burn bins while serving in our military actually got medical care. So, of course, Fox News, now they hate the military, they hate teachers, love Saudi Arabia, love Russia. They got to shit on Jon Stewart for trying to go to bat for the military, because, of course, and that's not even the worst part. The worst part is how immature this shit is. It's not even 12-year-old level. It's not even 8, it's 6-year-old, like a dumb 6-year-old. His literal argument here to make fun of Jon Stewart, who is going to bat for our military, is to call him short and old. This is the level the #1 news show on the #1 cable news network in America is at.
That's Jon Stewart? The famous Jon Stewart looks like a almost mental patient. He's shrieking and disheveled and very short, really short, too short to date. Was he always that short? What happened?
Is this real life?
Where's he been the last 7 years?
Seriously. Jon Stewart, he's too short today. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a god fucking damn about Jon Stewart's looks or how short he is or the fuck he dates? They're dying of goddamn cancer because you motherfuckers sent them off to fucking places to make them sick. How do conservatives live? How do you live with yourselves? How do you watch this shit and cheer it on? How do you associate with this? Just fuck everything about your whole existence. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I can't say the goddamn no. You're trash humans. You shouldn't be able to sleep at night. You should be able to live with yourself. You shouldn't be able to look in the fucking mirror. But I know the whole point is because you're a loser. You're a fucking pathetic piece of shit loser who feels bad about your life because it didn't go the goddamn way you thought it would. So you have to try to bring everybody else down. You have to be a cretin. You have to be a bottom feeder. You have to support these motherfuckers who make you feel like they're hurting other people because that makes you feel better about you because that's what you are. You're nothing. You're nobody. You're shit. You're dirt. Garbage humans. Low fucking level garbage humans. And of course, Joe Biden goes out there, has one of the biggest terrorists in the world, I guess the biggest terrorist that was alive, assassinated. If Trump would have done it, round-the-clock news coverage. He'd be the greatest president in the history of mankind. The biggest Maryland man. What a badass. Finally, we got a masculine hero in the White House. Willing to lay down the law on these terrorists. But it's Joe Biden. Here's the response.
He gave a speech boasting that he's killed an al-Qaeda figure in Afghanistan. Great. Feel safer? Of course you don't. Nobody does. And the reason nobody feels safer is Biden's response to the disaster in Afghanistan. Rather than pause and learn from it, maybe fire the people responsible for it, not simply the self-destructive withdrawal from Afghanistan, but also the pointless 20-year war there, rather than do any of that like a normal person would do, Biden immediately set off in another direction, provoking yet another conflict, this one in Eastern Europe. And
So yes, at least he pulled out of Afghanistan. Trump said he was going to do it, and then his chief of staff said it was a lie. They were never going to pull out. Biden actually fucking did it. Ended the fucking forever war. It's a good thing. It's just the double standard is just infuriating. How does any conservative pretend there's not an amazing hypocrisy and double standard here? You know if Trump did it, it'd be a different story. You know that's true. Here's Marjorie Trader Greene downplaying it. Of course we want all terrorists that attack America dead, but no one in America has been sweating an attack from Al-Qaeda lately. Yeah, we've been more worried about your fan base, you terrorist sack of shit. We've been more worried about the white supremacists you encourage. The domestic terrorists you inspire by spreading white supremacist narratives. Yeah, that kind of took the spotlight from Al-Qaeda. You're right about that. But no one in America has been sweating an attack from Al-Qaeda lately, or even heard a thing about them. But Americans are extremely stressed about affording groceries and gas, and the Democrats' big tax hike coming. Fuck, God damn it. First of all, the president does not set gas prices. Gas is high all over the goddamn world, just like inflation is. Doesn't have anything to fucking do with that. But gas prices have fallen for like 60 days straight. It's like $3.25 at the pump here now. But let's not talk about that. Who cares? Who cares if we killed a terrorist, folks? It's meaningless. But you know if Trump did it, greatest hero ever. It's beyond parity with these motherfuckers. But this is a pretty good burn from JoJo from Jers. Breaking! The United States has killed Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri, Osama bin Laden's replacement. I'm just glad Biden killed him before Trump could invite him to play golf. And yep, sick burn. That's a good one. And he would. You give Trump $1 million, he'd definitely play golf with this guy. He'd be like, hey, no one ever found out if Al-Qaeda was behind anything bad. But I know people are here at the golf course having a lot of fun. And I'm just real proud of what al-Zawahiri has done here today. So we going to hit some balls and have a good time. That's exactly what Trump would say. And you conservatives would praise him for it. You would suck his balls for it. Because this is what you've become. This is how far you motherfuckers have fallen. And shamelessness is their superpower. They can literally look into the camera and say anything with a straight face, regardless of how ridiculous and hypocritical it is. Here's Sean Hannity.
Did you ever think we'd have a lawless president of the United States of America like we do now, that not only is aiding and abetting in the law breaking that is going on, and you all know it down here in Texas as well as anybody, right? Have you all experienced illegal immigration, what's happening down here?
It's the brown people, folks. I mean, Trump literally tried to overthrow the government and saw himself as a dictator, stormed the Capitol, people died, but it's Biden that is lawless, folks. Just, you can't parody them. They will say anything and get cheered for it. Reality has no bearing on a single word they speak. Another case in point to these beyond parody motherfuckers. Major Chud Nick Adams says, we need to outlaw critical race theory. Yeah, so much for free speech. So much for the First Amendment. So much for the best ideas winning out. So much for the marketplace of ideas. But then he goes on to say, a nation that does not know their history is doomed to repeat it. Oh, you don't say. So the plan is to call everything critical race theory, any mention of the racist history of this country, any mention of the Jim Crow laws, any mention of slavery, to bury our history. And he's going to say, you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it, which means clearly he wants to repeat it, folks. They want to repeat the history. They want to bring back Jim Crow. They want the segregation. They want the racism. They're just telling you, folks, let's repeat it. And then, folks, I'm beyond parody, good God. So you might be thinking, hey, what is the new conservative controversy this week? Last week, it was Grand Theft Auto 6. Even though the game's not coming out for another couple years, they said they was having a woman in it, which is woke. Woke, the left is ruined anything, it's woke. And so the outrage machine has to continuously find things to be outraged over. The conservative grift always continues, so they have to find the next thing to call woke, because like I tell you guys all the time, there are these hundreds of conservative channels that make hundreds of videos each pointing out one thing and calling it woke in order to make money off the idiots that watch their content. And this week, Cracker Barrel. Yeah, you guys know the Cracker Barrel. It's the favorite restaurant of every fat conservative American. It's where you can go and just get biscuits and gravy, or, you know, toast and gravy, or spaghetti and gravy, sausage and gravy. They got a gravy IV drip, so you can just sit there and shove gravy into your gullet over and over again all day long while your arteries harden and your heart explodes in your chest, and you can die at 55, but at least you died free as fuck drinking your gravy smoothies. Well, stupid Cracker Barrel decided, hey, maybe we'll give a vegetarian option. So like, if you come with family members that can't eat meat or something, maybe they can have something on the menu they can eat, or maybe it's slightly healthier. Maybe you'll live to 56 instead of 55. You obese grazing cows. So they added a Impossible sausage dish to their menu. And of course, they forced everybody who came to the restaurant to eat it. You're forced. You got to eat this. You can't eat anything else. It's all Impossible sausage for everybody. No, of course not. You're not forced to eat it. You don't have to order it. Don't even look at it. Don't even talk about it. But of course, conservatives furious because now Cracker Barrel is woke, y'all. One of them said, "You just lost the customer base. Congratulations on being woke and going broke." Another one said, "Don't you ever try to push that crap in my direction. Stick to the basics that made your franchise a success," wrote another Facebook user. "Are you kidding me? Who do you think your customer base is? I still order the double meat breakfast." This is definitely a thin person saying this. "And it's not even on the menu anymore. Kill me faster," basically they're saying. Hey, I might live to see 50. Please, what's wrong with you, Cracker Barrel? "I only eat vegetables I can recognize," wrote someone else on Facebook. I bet you don't eat vegetables at all. That'd be my guess. "I just lost respect for a once great Tennessee company," wrote another irate customer. So you done it, Cracker Barrel. You done fucked up. They're all over social media. I already read that. What else? Here's another one. "No thanks with your woke sausage." Yeah, don't you guys know that sausage has a political leaning? It's woke. And here's another one. "Impossible sausage at your restaurant? Oh well, you go woke, you go broke. Your base comes there for real eat. Not that garbage. Won't miss you. Matter of time before someone puts that crap on the wrong plate." What is that, a threat? What is that saying? If you put it on the wrong plate, you're going to beat up the waitresses and waiter at the goddamn Cracker Barrel? Holy shit, folks. So, yeah, this is what our country has come to. And prepare your shock face, folks. The Quartering is making a video about it. I'll be live discussing with Cindy Lawson. Cracker Barrel getting woke and more. Let's do our shock faces in 3, 2, 1. Shock face. Did you do it? That was fun. Yeah. Man, I'm almost admiring of the Quartering at this point. He just has the same grift, and he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year doing the same grift over and over and over again. And the low-level dim bulbs who watch him that have just barely enough electricity in their brain to turn their computers on and stare at the screen while they drool, they can't get enough of it. It's amazing. And they're the ones that call us NPCs. And one more on Beyond Parody. Madison Cawthorn is training for the SWAT team? I don't know. Apparently SWAT teams are having trouble filling their ranks. I don't know. And Madison Cawthorn got fired from working at Congress, so now he doing this with his days. Oh, shit. Be on alert, criminals. Be on alert. You guys are fucked. You're Imagine you're a criminal in your house and Vince pops through the door. I would shit my pants, man. I tell you what, I feel sorry as shit for this dummy and also for this training mannequin. So that's my Beyond Parody, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. And let's see what the poors have to say. Get your super chats in. Got 2 more segments. It's going to be over before you know it, so do it to it. Rape Squad in training. Probably. Please be a porn. I would watch that porn. That's pretty sexy. Is that his cousin's bed? I doubt it. He's not naked. This is just live action role playing for dudes. Definitely LARPing like motherfuckers. No doubt about that. Scary. It's scary, but it also funny. Joe Swanson, that's pretty funny. Family Guy reference. I get it. And I saw what you did there, Dusty. Wink. Yeah, that was a quick one. Did it slip by you guys? And now, folks, it's time for... It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. That's right, bitch. Why you caring so much? You should be caring less. So on the last show, we covered Home Depot Hippy Karen. Let me remind you guys of it if you don't remember. I said I thought she might be a left-wing hippie. A lot of people said, she ain't on the left, Dusty. She a right-wing bitch. I have no idea. But anyway, here she is telling the workers at Home Depot to go back to their country and calling them gay. And then as they try to leave the store, she goes back to her car and makes a fool of herself.
You're being rude.
Completely unlikable and says this.
I finally pull out my phone. I'll show you the end of it. Here's the video. Been on the phone in the parking lot still with customer service complaining because that's not how we treat customers. So Mr. Hansen and Jamie are going to lose their job today. This is what happens when we fuck with Amanda Marie Keshner. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. And she was nice enough to give her name out to everybody. So as you might imagine, it has not gone well for her this week. Her video clip went super viral. Everybody hates her. And so she did what they always do. She decided to play the victim, folks. And she did what anybody who claims that their life is in danger would do. She immediately got out of the shower naked and shot a video where she told everybody exactly where she was.
I'm not like that. I wouldn't put people through that. That's not me. But if you don't hear from me in a few days, I may or may not be in a ditch somewhere. I literally have over 5,000 death threat emails because of these videos and YouTubes, and on top of the death threat emails, I'm getting endless amount of calls. I'm getting endless amount of voicemails. My family and my friends are being reached out. I don't even know who's safe and who's not anymore. I don't even know. I'm in a safe house. I just showered. Finally getting my PTSD to calm down. Well, it's been real, guys. Seriously, though, if you don't hear from me in 3 days from right now, please call Mason County Sheriff's Office in Shelton, Washington. I repeat, please call Mason County Sheriff's Office in Shelton, Washington. Ask for Deputy Gaynor, please, or any officer there, but he's worked with me before. He'll know who I am. If you haven't heard from me in 3 days, he knows where I live. He'll go be able to check on me and make sure that I'm safe. Everyone has my address. They've exposed all my family and my friends' addresses. They have my number on there. They know where I live. All my businesses are taken down, but it doesn't matter. They already have my address.
So totally normal, dudes. That's what everybody was doing. If your life was in danger, you would just step out of the shower all naked and put another video of yourself out there giving out your location. That's just crazy enough to work. Yikes, good Lord. Somebody need to lock Karen up. She a danger to herself. And then, dude, get a divorce. Holy shit. Imagine being married to this woman who decided to assault a hotel employee and throw a damn fit like a child. Embarrassing.
And her own baby while her husband tries to stop her.
Poor kid. Leave her, dude.
Oh,
What?
she's dead now.
File for custody and leave her.
Yo, this is what you deal with nowadays, bro. It's modern day shit, bro.
Showing her ass.
Not listening.
That is a short dress.
That's crazy, bro. Kid baby over here, busy on Oh, she's still going. She's still going. Hey, he let it slide once. If you walk over there, look at this shit. Bro, she's walking up to him. Hey, somebody, call the police.
That dude's cool
man.
about it. He's just
Call the
laughing at her.
police.
That's what I would do.
Somebody need to call the police.
Poor husband.
Bro, she just walking up
You chose
punching these
poorly,
grown
dude.
ass men.
You're gonna knock the baby over
You
now.
about to knock the baby over, shawty? What the fuck?
God.
Bro,
What
the
in the fuck?
dude?
Now she's hitting herself.
Yo, this shit's sad. Chat.
All right, call an ambulance. She needs to go to a mental hospital, right? She needs to be checked out. Yeah, probably drunk and on drugs, all kinds of
Bro,
shit.
just get in the car.
She got more issues than Playboy.
Chad, walk away, bro.
She ain't shy though. I'll give her that.
Bro,
She show her
she
titties
better
out
not
to
put her hands
everybody.
on my coach, bro.
I feel bad for this dude.
Bro, she just grabbed this lady here and pulled, man, why stop recording? She just grabbed this lady here and pulled her to the ground, fam. Trying to fight everybody. Yeah, she going to jail. Oh, damn, so she got I should have recorded
Bad
that.
life
I missed
decisions.
that. Do shit. They ain't do nothing wrong. Nothing to her.
What do you guys think she's on? I want to get me some of that. Stay home if you do drugs, folks. Don't go out in public. No reason to do that. It can only make your life worse. And next up, on the Karens, sometimes you gotta mix your Roy rage with a little road rage. And even down under with the future motherfuckers, they're not immune to it. You didn't break the boomerang, you broke it.
You catching this? Yeah.
Oh, we got another one though, don't worry. This dude got multiple boomerangs. He's serious about his boomerangs.
Fucking idiot. Where you idiots? You fucking idiots. You got the vaccine, didn't both of you? You fucking both got the fucking vaccine and it's lost your life.
You got the vaccine? I can't believe you got the vaccine. You care about your own health and safety, unlike me. You fucking tossers. Good God. Get your shit together, Australia. But I love you. You Aussie fucks. And then, on the Karen section, you ever been black and tried to enter your own house? I don't recommend it, black folks.
I'm dumb as fuck. Where your husband at?
If you guys have a lease, I'd just like to see the lease.
No,
You
ma'am.
have no business
For
about
real.
personal documents.
At all.
They're like in their 30s.
Yes, yes.
It's just a medium weight. They're
The fuck we got to steal something for?
Babe, what's that?
What do we need? Get your...
Okay, it looks like there's been a misunderstanding. So, apparently, there's been a misunderstanding. When I was driving by, I saw an individual behind the house, and so I stopped. And
Profiling.
and all the windows are closed, and it looks.
It's hot as
my
fuck. The
neighbor
sun is beaming.
on. And so I'm like shocked, and I'm like, okay. And so then I back up, and then I see an individual crouched again, and I'm like, hi, like, what are you doing at my neighbor's house? And then.
And I greeted you, didn't I?
What's that?
And I greeted you, didn't I?
So that's when I called 911, because I'm like, okay, like, this isn't my neighbor. He said that he has a lease, and now he's got his phone and he's recording me, so,
Yeah, you're gonna get fired.
okay.
You're about to be fired as fuck.
No.
And then she's gonna be like, that wasn't me. I'm not racist. This doesn't represent me. Call the cops on a black dude for entering his own house.
You did all this for somebody that lives here and pays rent here. Grown ass motherfucking man. You driving your car down the street. What's up?
So I guess this woman was harassing my partner.
Oh, please.
No.
Literally called the cops on the place where we live because
Come
we
on,
saw a
bro.
black man walking.
Come on, bro.
Oh my gosh, this has nothing to do with race.
It does have to do with race.
Bro, to be honest, this is my house.
Okay, I just want him to separate from her so we can talk.
He's on our side.
Without her yelling at us. That's good.
Okay.
So, what's going on?
I guess she doesn't believe that we live here. We moved here 3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks ago.
Annette Williamson, Randy Williamson are the property owners. We have a lease. It's a really weird issue to have.
I was standing behind my house, right here. She pulls up, she stops. What do you need? I wave, and she pulled off. I heard her car still humming right here. She got a fucking Hemi in that bitch. I heard her car still humming, so I went inside, and I came outside.
Well, fuck you. The cop's like, watch your language. Bitch, you on my property. I say where the fuck I want to. You ain't got no good reason to be here, no way. Just as some racist white fucking bitch called y'all. I'll say whatever the hell I want.
And she asked me what I was doing here. I said, I live here. I walked back outside because I peeped through the window and I seen her right here. So I walked back outside and I asked her, did she need something? And she said, yes, I do. What are you doing behind my neighbor's house? I said, I live here.
These neighbors?
I don't know whoever she's talking about. She said whoever live here got 2 kids and they don't. We live here.
Right.
Excuse me.
You guys all moved in or just starting to move in?
All our stuff's
So
in the...
America can't exist while black. Not with some fucking Karens around. And yeah, call the cops on black people. That's never ended poorly, has it? And folks, we're already 30 minutes into overtime. Who loves overtime? You love overtime. I still have plenty of show for you tonight. Gonna do a 3-hour show tonight, so reward me in the super chats for this amazing content I'm putting out for you guys. And next up, on the Karen section, more of the master race. Prepare yourself for some superior genetics. This went out at an abortion rights rally where this guy's assaulting abortion rights protesters.
Motherfucker, you're gonna run. Film me all you want.
I will, sir.
Film me all you want.
I will.
You baby killing motherfuckers are gonna rot in hell. Killing you.
Hey!
You need to
You're
stop,
gonna rot in.
Like another human.
You shouldn't hit me.
Hey,
You should not hit me, sir.
Don't
Get really
You
calm
should
about
not
it.
hit me.
How many babies have you fucking
Should you
killed?
not hit
How
me?
many babies?
You should not
How
hit
many
me.
babies have you killed? You have no
Sir,
problem killing
you
my
need to
fucking-
back off now. No, don't.
You come in my little town, put up
Hey,
stupid fucking
sir.
sign.
I live here.
Sir.
She lives here.
You're a bunch of communist motherfuckers.
Spot the
We are
booker.
exercising
You need to
our
stop.
constitutional right.
You kill babies.
Sir, you need to
You
stop.
kill babies every fucking
You
one.
need to stop. You
I'll
need
take
to
that fucking
stop.
phone from your ass.
You need to stop, or you're going to end up in trouble with the law. It's illegal to hit people still. It's illegal to hit people still in the
Well,
United
you with
States.
this bunch too? You're
It's
all bunch of
illegal.
Purple-haired son of a bitch.
Yep, stay back.
I am not, but they are executing their First Amendment right to do what
Stay
they
back.
want.
Sir,
You cannot
you
get
need to
involved in
stop.
this.
You're
You
a
need to
bunch of
stop.
baby-killing motherfuckers.
Okay, that's
all
fine,
of you.
but you need to
thousands,
stop.
thousands of babies have been killed
you are-
because you motherfuckers
100% Trump supporter. This guy's going to pick himself a winner later. I guarantee he eats it too.
think it's okay to kill babies.
You are
Innocent
causing a problem.
Go away
We
right
have-
now.
we-
You go
Whoa,
away
whoa,
right
whoa.
now.
Whoa, whoa,
This
whoa.
is my house. This is where I
Whoa,
live.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
This is my home.
Where I work.
Get
Whoa,
away from here. Get away from here.
You need.
now.
You need.
Whoa.
Look me in the eyes.
to back
Get
off.
away from
Who
here
the hell
now.
are you?
You need
This
to
is my
back
town.
off.
This is my
What's your
where I
name?
live.
My town too.
What's
This
your
is
name?
where I live.
I
Go
know
away.
your
You're
name.
You
You're
don't
not
act
a
like
green
this.
hippies.
What is
You're
your
all
name?
a bunch
Here,
of
let's walk
fucking
this way.
No.
babies.
Let's walk this way.
Here they come for you.
So,
Here
just
they come
let's
for
walk
you.
this way. Let's walk this way.
You're a bunch of
Right here.
Come on.
Right here.
Let's walk
You're a
this way.
bunch of baby-killing
Get out of here.
motherfuckers.
Walk away.
I'm gonna walk
Walk
away.
away.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, good.
You're a bunch of baby-killing
Walk away.
motherfuckers. I will.
Walk away.
Saying the same thing over and over again because that's the only thing his brain can process. He can't think of a new thought. You baby killing motherfuckers. 100% conservative, 100% Trump supporter, and yeah, he got arrested. McGregor man arrested for assaulting pro-abortion rights protesters. There's the master race for you. Good Lord. We're doomed as a country. Doomed is doomed, could be, I must say. And one more on the Karen section. Oh, man, this is sad. So this makes me feel bad because I grew up in a single-parent household. My mom worked her ass off. She worked so hard. Unbelievably. Worked a full-time job. She had 4 kids. Came home, made us dinner every night after working a full-time job. But sometimes we had to use food stamps. We were poor. Had no choice. And it was a really good thing that there was a safety net to help people like us. Because we would have been fucked without it. And sometimes I would have to go to the store and use food stamps, and I was really embarrassed to do it. I was humiliated. And my mom was really embarrassed. It makes me want to cry thinking about it. Because it's really embarrassing, to be honest with you. But it's even more embarrassing when a piece of shit is sitting behind you and showing you the love of Christ and making fun of you and mocking you for using food stamps. Like this fucking piece of shit did to this dude.
But you know, usually when you're raised that way, you want to work a lot harder not to go back.
You know, I put in $50, $60 weeks just because you see me doing this right now. I'm trying to provide for my family, take care of my family, or else we could be
You're not
starved.
providing for it, I am. The government is. They take it out of my check. Bullshit, they don't.
Okay? And contact your local senators and congressmen and issue a complaint. Vote Republican. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, trust me, I am not a bleeding heart fucking liberal.
Yeah. It says vote Republican. She says, oh, trust me, I will. Trump 2024. I love it. I love it. Because the cruelty is the point. They want to make you feel bad. They want to make you feel low. Because that's how they feel. And misery loves company.
That ain't never gonna happen.
I don't care about you, lady. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't have to. It's a free country, remember?
I remember. It is
If I can pay for other shit, the least I can do is talk.
Isn't it? You're
oh,
right.
it is for people like
thank
you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Children and Bernie supporters.
Thank you.
You don't know me. You don't know me. That's what you just said, vote Republican.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
I do
you have
know
to deal with him.
You're on welfare.
I told you.
Exactly what you vote for.
It's like, I do vote Republican. Yeah, no shit. We all know. We all know you vote Republican, you piece of shit. It's very obvious who's Republican. Just find the biggest trash goddamn humans, almost always Republicans.
They give it to you so you vote that way. I'm not stupid. I have a degree. I'm pretty damn smart.
You keep saying that.
I have a degree.
I'm supposed to be proud of you or something. But
You know what? I put myself in
here you are.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Posting, loading of how great you are. Look around. Do you see anybody getting a fuck? No, they don't. Why don't you mind your own fucking business?
You're tired of paying for it.
Okay. All right.
Ricky.
Well, until you vote Republican and get them out of there, deal with it, bitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the worst. Not afraid of you.
I don't make the rules, lady.
Try harder.
You don't have to.
No, I don't. You're right.
You can just take advantage of them like everybody else.
Well, why wouldn't I? Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Oh, good.
I don't care if I'm being recorded. I bet you do now, bitch. Everybody sees your true colors. Everybody sees how you share that love of Christ. This is exactly why people are fleeing from Christianity. They see what you're all about. They see how dark your fucking hearts are. Nobody wants to be associated with that shit. Just trash. You trash, Karen. And that's my Karen section. What you gotta say, dirty sexy pores? Made me tear up a little bit, bitch. I don't want to have feelings. I'd rather not. Food stamp is non-political. I know, right? It definitely is. But there's really only one side who's against it or who's going to shame you for using them. This is sad. It is sad. Trash. Agreed. She should be embarrassed on him. Agreed, but she's not. I bet she is now, though. Now that video's viral. Now that her family is sending it to her. Now that she sees everybody making fun of her. I bet she's like, that's not me. That's not, I just had a moment of it's not who I am as a person. Yeah, it is, bitch. 100% who you are. You just didn't know you was being recorded to the end. Jesus called, wants his bitch back. Jesus don't want her. Jesus is like, no thanks. You motherfuckers can keep her. And now our final section, last chance to get your super chats. It's time for... Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. And first off, on tonight's Slow News Week with Dusty Smith, Christians, explain this one. This cloud looks exactly like fucking Obama. How's that hopey changey shit working out for you? I see it. I see it. I believe in my Lord and Savior, Obama. This is a sign, folks. It's a sign. And then on Slow News with Dustin Smith. Oh, yeah. Apparently, Demi Lovato, who was going by they, them pronouns, has changed her pronouns back to she, her. And I think I speak for everybody when I say, who the fuck do you think you are, Demi Lovato? You think this is some kind of game where you can just change your pronouns all willy-nilly, like gender is fluid or something? Because actually, well, that's pretty spot on, actually. Actually, that's exactly correct. It is completely fluid, and it's fine. Like, gender is like clothes. If you want to try something on, and if you don't like it, go back to what you like, try something else on. It's no big deal at all, in fact. So, welcome back to She, Her. Demi Lovato, I support you either way. Who gives a shit? And then, this is kind of a good, heartwarming, I don't know why this is heartwarming. I guess it's kind of like almost an innocence of youth, even though this guy's not particularly young. He's discovering something new for the first time, and he's all thrilled about it. Here, the weatherman finds out that his screen behind him has been a touchscreen the whole time without his knowledge.
Kind of hung up just a little bit. Oh, I moved the map. I didn't know I could do that. No way.
Are you serious? Did you just discover that?
I gotta try it. Hold on. Can you believe that? Just touch it. You can go anywhere you want.
That's so cool.
I didn't know that. Can I zoom? Oh, man. It's a great day. It's a great day. So beautiful start this morning. Our temperatures are warming up nicely this afternoon, but we're still good. I've never touched it before. Oh my gosh, you can tilt it? What's going on here? All right, anyway, I'm going to figure this all out. A beautiful day in the next couple of days. Roz, we're going to go out to you.
God, we have all this technology. I had no idea. Why didn't somebody tell this dude? He's the weatherman. I want to clue him in on how the system works, but it was cool to watch him discover it live on air. Pretty funny. And then, folks, can you solve this riddle? I didn't solve it. I am dumb. So, the riddle is on this man's tombstone. Where's the second picture? It says, what do dead people eat, which if live people eat, they die? Answer on the back. Can you guys answer the question? What do dead people eat, which if live people eat, they will die? And where the fuck's the answer at? Oh, anyway, the answer is nothing. The answer is nothing! Dead people eat nothing, and if live people ate the same thing. The answer was on the back, and there was no answer on the back. That was the whole thing. It looked like it was really shiny. It looked like a reflection. I was like, a reflection? You can't eat a reflection. I didn't get this. And then I had to look up the answer, and I felt stupid. So nothing is the answer. If you guys got it, you're smarter than I am. And then all the slow news with Dusty Smith. Yeehaw! Oh, did you guys see this one? Granny's dying wish. Giant penis on her tombstone. Hell yeah, Granny. Way to go out with a bang. This 99-year-old woman wanted a penis statue on her grave. A great-grandmother had a singular request for her grave. A 5.5-foot tall, nearly 600-pound penis statue. And damn, that penis short but thick. Hell yeah, Granny knows how she likes it. And hopefully she getting banged in the afterlife right now. You go, Granny. And then, this was semi-interesting to me, so I thought I would share it with you guys. Have you guys ever seen an old-fashioned pencil sharpener? Like from back in the olden days? This is how they worked. Basically, it just held it in place, and then it was like some fucking sandpaper or some shit. You just run it across, and look at that. It worked like gangbusters. That's some of the sharpest pencil I ever seen. Where you been all my life? I want one. And one more, folks. For the slow news week this week. Yeah, this is kind of a heartwarming too, folks. Apparently this grandpa isn't a giant piece of shit like most boomer fucking old people. What in the fuck is this? Apparently he got a trans grandkid I'm not really sure. Grandson. The grandfather wanted to ensure his 20-year-old grandson was represented the right way in his household, so the abuelo, which I think means grandfather, made it a point to update the grandson's photos with one from after his transition. This is the kind of support all trans people need.
My grandpa wanted to change my pre-transition.
Let's try this again.
My grandpa wanted to change my pre-transition picture. He looks so happy. Concentration. Abuelo approved. The setup. Pretty boy. Grandpa of the Year award. My grandpa wanted to change.
Heartwarming shit. That's how all family should be. Unconditional love is supposed to be unconditional. Might want to work on that, people. Might want to learn from Grandpa's lesson. Okay, folks, that's my show. Hell yeah. Gonna do a quick Q&A at the end. Read some super chats. If you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. It's the least you can do. Seth Labard. Conserves have opened a gun shop a block from my house. You mean conserves? Not surprising. It's a booming industry. Made it on time for the yeehaw. Well, you caught the best part, MJ. Can We Talk says, this is getting more and more difficult to watch. It's the greatest show in the history of mankind. You'll be okay. $2 from Joe LaFaro. Thanks, Joe. Love your show tonight. Hey, thank you. Michael Ball, love you. If communism loses to capitalism and Republican democracy loses to oligarch corporatism, then what are we working for? Not a troll. Serious question. If it happens, riot in the streets. Wink. In Minecraft. Thank you for 1999. Very generous. And welcome to the Dust Buddies. Koshua. Kashka. I was close. You're one of the cool kids now. Everybody, follow Kashfa's lead and become a Dust Buddy. Adios, every night. You're killing it, Dusty. Great show. I'll work it out. It's all good. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. Jenny Rude. Good to see you tonight. Gonna open all pigs or cows restaurant. All right, that sounds good to me. Mooseburger is a new Dust Buddy. Hell yeah. Mooseburger, welcome to the cool kids. Be sure to spam with impunity in the chat. Should scream weak on repeat when these people talk. How about this?
Beta!
Beta! Hell yeah! Still got that queued up. And I also got boo this person. My only 2 audio files on my stream deck here. You're the best, Dusty. Love you, brother. Hey, love you back. Devious Devil. Good to see you not fishing for fun. 999 if communism. Already read that. Cuban Lover. I bet some of these Republican women where I can't type the word, it won't let me. They changed their tune, Dusty. Maybe. Is the word cunt? Dusty, your candle makes me happier. A happier atheist. Also, I think your saboteur cat is Republican. I know, right? Assholes want to knock over all my shit, but they're cute as fuck. I'll give them that. They've been laying too close. They need to lay back further on the bed so you guys can see them. That was the whole point of me setting it up like this. I guess I need to put something here to block them from laying here so they lay further back. I'll work it out, folks. It's a work in progress. It always is. Kira, on Chinese Google, you can't find Tank Man from Tiananmen Square. The country hopefully doesn't head that way, but who knows? Yep. Lots of censorship in China for sure. Patriotism is the last refuge of the scoundrel, Samuel Johnson. Yep. Patriotism is rooting for your own school because you happen to go there. It's a pep rally. It's ridiculous. Patriot, the new word for traitor. No, the new word for traitor. Yeah, it is, definitely. It's always the opposite of what they say. To Mama, Dusty, you taught me to be a better man, to defend our trans brothers and sisters with my life, condemn and fight bigotry wherever it is, and to recognize and amend my errors. I love you. Hey, I love you back. Yajode Sean Head. I don't know what that means, but I guess that means fuck you. That'd be my guess. And love you back. I am proud to help in any way I possibly can. Charles Berg, $5. I don't intend for this to be rude. Already read that. All right. Anything else pop up? Sorry I haven't been doing clips for weeks. I have problems. I'm sorry, AltFact. AltFact runs one of the Dusty clip channels. You guys should go subscribe to AltFact if you can. And all right, that is all my super chats. Let's do a quick Q&A, folks. What you got to say to Dusty? Type your comment. Type my name first so I see it, and then I will read it. Let's see what I've been watching. I always share you guys what I've been watching. The new series Alone just ended. If you guys want to watch that. Blackbird season 1 just ended. It was okay. BattleBots, the new season has started. I watched that. What else has been going on the, let's see. I will use this site only to show you what's happening in the world. Never, never pirate. The new movie They/Them is out, which I guess is about a camp full of transgender, non-binary, and gay teens who get murdered by a killer. Get it? They/Them. It's like, how does a killer kill non-binary people? They/Them. Get it? It's a joke. I don't know if this movie's good or not because I have not watched it, but I do know that conservative pieces of shit have gone to IMDb and downvoted it to a 2.5 without even watching it because it's woke. That's why you can no longer depend on IMDb for their ratings anymore, because the same people that say they hate cancel culture, they go cancel everything. Anything that's even remotely considered woke gets downvoted in mass. So I'll watch it and let you guys know what I think. Movie Praise out. Haven't seen that yet. The Rehearsal, new episode of The Rehearsal tonight. Hell yeah. I know what I'm doing after the show. The Rehearsal's fucking amazing. It's, what the hell is this guy's name? I'm drawing a blank now. Nathan Fielder! My favorite comic performer, Nathan Fielder, whose name I would never forget. New show on HBO, The Rehearsal. Check that out if you want to. Great show. All right, let's see what the boys have to say. Dusty, are you familiar with Sweet Busty Anna? No, but I'd like to be. Call to Dusty. So I posted a creepy job interview I had, and the fact so many people validated me in that feeling was refreshing. At the time I happened, no one believed me. Yeah, well, I'm glad you had people back you up. We're all family, so that's good. Watch Sandman on Netflix. I have downloaded it. I'm going to watch that also tomorrow. Call to Dusty. Lukey got extradited to Zambia. Who? I don't even know who the fuck that is. Anything else pop up? I wish they would make EBT cards look like debit cards so people don't have to deal with it. Yeah, I know. Don't they already do that? Seems like they would. Have you watched Yellow Jackets? I watched the first few episodes, but it didn't really take. Maybe I should go back and give it another shot. I don't know. Too many flipping back and forth to the plane crash and the real life. I was having trouble following all of it, but I was like surfing at the time and smoking a lot of weed, so maybe it's a sober show. You got me watching The Boys, Dusty. Thinks I'm loving it. Best show since Game of Thrones, in my opinion. The Boys, and also probably the best political satire / commentary for the United States I've seen on any show. Carol Burnett gonna blow the whistle on Saul Jean. Is she? I saw her on the show. Been a good season about to end. They brought the Breaking Bad dudes back on the show. Did a little cameo in the last episode. The Chinese guy who was videotaping after. Oh, okay, yeah, good. Deport that motherfucker. What an asshole. Luke K is the Chinese racist African. All right, I'm on it. Who you calling stoned? Not really. The ones in California are bright yellow, and in they're white. Have someone in the public design it and then implement it. Yeah, put like Visa on it with your picture or some shit. I don't know. My dad thinks monkeypox is a man-made because the news says it's affecting mostly gays. Your dad is a fucking moron. Sorry. I'm sure he's a nice guy, a good dad. Just on this subject, idiot. It's a sober show. Okay, good to know. I will try to watch it sober next time. Dusty, my mom thinks monkeypox is affecting those with AIDS. I guess it could be separately. It's a completely separate thing, though. Dumb opinion from your mom also. All right, folks. Did almost a 3-hour episode. Another super spectacular. Gonna finish it off by reading the super chat that popped up. Not you, the Karens and conservatives. All right, appreciate it. Thank you for clarifying. And I will be back Monday. I do this show most Mondays and Fridays, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Tell your friends about the show, folks. It's the most criminally underwatched show on the entire internet, seeing how it's the best show. Should be the most watched. It ain't. The world sucks. But anyway, I had fun hanging out with you guys. You guys are my friends. You guys are my buddies. You guys are my comrades. And it's an honor to hang out with you and chat with you for a night. I really appreciate you investing your time with me. It means a lot. I love the shit out of you guys. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you soon. Become a patron. Patreon.com/cockpit. Link in the description of the video. And as always, until next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody. Gonna play a little experience machine on the way out. Have a good weekend, y'all. Go! right.